was I'll ever be.
There we go. Hey, we're back. So, Nick, I should probably say we're back on Bucks and Brews, shouldn't I?
I hope it's Bucks and
I
Brews.
hope it is too. So,
Actually, I mean, tonight's kind of mixed with little pops and pennies because we have that little junior Sao over here.
that's very true. I have beer tonight.
So proud of you.
I'm pretty excited. So, it's Oktoberfest.
It is the season for Oktoberfest.
So I got a Pigeon Hill Oktoberfest.
All right.
And if I decide to have another one, I have an Arbor Brewing Oktoberfest.
Oh, man. So I went back to the tried and true, Rep the Blue, Bud Light, right? And then when I'm done with that one, I have another Bud Light.
That's good.
And if I get done with that one,
You have another Bud Light?
It just keeps kind of going. You see the way this is going to work
I
out.
do,
for
yes,
tonight.
absolutely.
The only thing to make it a little bit better is if I had like a fresh cut lime. If we could work on that, can we get an assistant for us? Like just fresh cut lime, squeeze it in.
Mac, you want to be an assistant?
No.
Oh.
I can see how this is gonna work. Like,
Yeah, we'll give you
Great
financial
side
advice. You get us cut up limes. We're going to be joined tonight by a former player of mine, Mackenzie. Mackenzie's 19 and she wants to talk about money issues because she's 19 and has money issues. And of course,
poor people.
Nick and I are always down to have somebody on here to talk because it means we have to do less heavy lifting.
Factual statement. That's why I drink the lights now.
All right, Mackenzie. So give us a little bit of background here. How old are you?
I am 19 years old
Okay.
and I go to GRCC,
Which
Okay.
stands for.
Grand Rapids Community College.
Okay. Where did you? So you graduated high school?
Yep, from Godwin Heights.
Goblin Heights. That's a way to go.
I'm very sorry about that.
Sheesh. Yeah, me too.
All right. So you graduate high school. Did you go instantly into college?
Yes,
Okay. Why did you go to college?
because no one else did, and I see how my family live. They work factory lives, and that's no life. So I always wanted to do better than people above me.
Damn, you hear that? She was just dogging on me for the longest time.
Yeah, that's why
I come straight from a factory.
She wants to do better than the people older than her, which is what you do, dumbass.
Yeah, but I also worked at a factory, so I'm like, yeah, that is really no life. Because
Oh,
I
I'm
can
gonna turn
say to
that down.
myself now,
Yeah.
it is no life.
Say you
Yeah.
can make it what you want, I guess. I mean, right? Like the good thing about factory is you can work a lot of overtime and
That
So
is what I did.
Mackenzie doesn't know much show wise because she doesn't listen, even though she should.
yeah.
So Nick worked at Gentex for 12 years, 10 years,
Factory?
factory work. While he was absolutely just pounding his retail portfolio. Probably about 5 years or so in,
Oh.
you were making more money with real estate than you were with Gentex.
Yeah.
And what happened was Nick became expendable at Gentex because they knew he didn't need them anymore. So right after the pandemic hit, they said, "You're going to work the shittiest jobs we have." And he said, "The fuck I am."
Say almost to a T those words.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And then they fired him.
Yes, in the eyes of the federal government, they fired me.
They fired him.
Yeah.
So
So now where does that put you as of today?
So I retired for a few months. Sat around, drank a little bit too much beer for the wife's liking.
that will happen.
And then I am the executive regional manager for a property management company. So
Nice.
yeah, not really. No.
It
It's,
just sounds
It's a great job title for he does everything and it kind of sucks.
Like when you retired, right? Like you kind of, granted, you run your own business and you run your own show and do all that, but then, now think about it. I just got almost 500 extra properties that I now have to deal with and get crapped on by people, and then you have the pandemic going on, and you get it from both sides, right? I mean, the owners want their money, the tenants want free this, or and it wasn't always free, right? There was so much going on, and you got everybody that thinks they know things and they really don't, right? So then you're trying to sit here and say, hey, look, you can't just not pay rent because you can afford it. Like, you have to have reasons and it has to be this. Well, no, that's not how it works. Okay, great. Like I'll see you in court. Like, and then I go to court. Well, I didn't know. I tried telling you, like, I'm a very nice person, right? Like, I will tell you this, but like I told you what your final outcome was going to be. And, you know, so there's times where I don't feel bad because I do give, you know, no matter what, like I will always give what I find to be the best advice, whether it's the right advice or not, I don't
Right.
know, but I will give the best advice of my ability, right? Because I don't want to see anybody struggle. I don't want to see people go through those types of things. You know, I get some feedback because I do post some pretty personal things on my Facebook, right? And
You definitely do.
you know, like I share like my life, like it's out there. You know, I'll post pictures of like evictions when it's like, hey, look, you don't want to get to here. Here's a lesson that you can learn. You know, and it's not, and it's funny because my wife's the one that has to tell me, hey, that can be portrayed the wrong way. And I'm like, look, it's really not meant to be in any way. Like, you know, again, when it comes to typing words, I'm horrible, but when it's speaking, I'm very passionate, very good about it. And you know, it's really just to tell everybody, don't get to this point. Like figure
Right.
out, like there's 500 other steps and options you can do before this, right? Just like when I talk about buying real estate, right? Like people are like, I don't have any money. And I'm like, psh, money, you can get real estate for nothing, right? It's just how it is.
You can.
So, you know, you're gonna have to work harder, right? So, all right. So high school, you're 19. I guess what in Michigan? I mean, I had a job at 14, right? So I was working in a bowling alley. So when did you start working? What are you doing now? I mean, walk me through your life. Like just
Right,
I guess
right,
these where you started seeing finances in your life. So I mean, you said growing up, right? Your parents, you know, they just worked all the time and it wasn't the greatest life for you.
Right.
But so I guess walk me through that.
Yeah, so I started probably in my sophomore summer. My parents were like, all right, your main focus is school. So they wouldn't force me to work when I was in school. They just made me work summers full time. I said, okay, I can do that. I started with my aunt when I was sophomore summer. And I worked there every summer until my aunt no longer needed me, which took me up to this summer. And then I worked at a factory with my stepmom for a few months. And before that, I started getting into my career at a nursing home and I ended up quitting there.
All right. So
And that's where everything started with my school situation.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mac. When I coached you, you were looking to go into the medical field in some
Yes.
sort. Okay.
So
It's still my plan, but I have had a lot of second guessing my future right now.
sure. So and it's not gonna matter. It's just gonna be a different way of how I talk to you. I mean, do you know, like, are you a liberal or a conservative type of a person?
Oh, I do not involve myself in politics.
Okay, so I
Like
guess the
this
next
past-
question is like, are you vaccinated?
Yes.
Okay, so you're open to get back. So you didn't quit because you didn't get vaccinated.
No,
Okay.
nothing to do with that.
Sure.
I was
So-
vaccinated for my job.
So sophomore year through whatever, what happened with your aunt? Why did she not need you anymore?
So she needed a full-time worker and I just couldn't do that with school. So she needed another full-time assistant. And when she got that, she no longer needed me during summers
Sure.
to get that extra help like she needed. So I'm just there once a week, which is all she needs for me.
Okay. And do you like that job?
Yeah.
Okay. And so why didn't you, I guess, pursue that type of a thing?
See, that's what I'm thinking back on now. So going into, I've always wanted to do accounting before medical,
Sure.
but then I got into medical saying, well, that has higher, what's that, going rates.
Like pay?
Yeah.
Really?
So,
Okay.
so does accounting, but that was more when I was thinking, oh, I don't want to do a sit down job.
Yeah.
Because that's when I was at my aunt's. I was like, oh, I don't like this. But then now I look back on it and I'm like, oh, I'm starting to like office jobs.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, well, do I really want to be a nurse? Because that's so competitive. And I'm like, I know myself. And I'm like, if it's that competitive, if I'm not going to pass, do I want to even try to get there? Because I know myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I'm like setting myself.
what
up for
factory did you work
failure.
at?
Cheese Girls.
Damn, I just had some of those today at Yesterday Dog. What up, cheese girls?
Yeah.
We got a new hot dog place coming, Doghouse.
Really? Where is it at?
I don't know, but it's coming like next year.
I'm so excited. All I know is, I mean, what was it? It was like 35 minutes of my life is off for a hot dog.
Yeah.
I just lost like an hour and a half today.
Dude, you and I lose a lot of time for hot dogs.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie about
I,
it.
I will tell you, ever since I got sick,
Yeah,
I don't like hot dogs like I used to. It makes me very sad.
that's pretty bad because like when we talked about it, like when I was vegan, dude, like the only thing I missed was hot dogs.
Yeah, I
I got back and I was like, I still fucking love hot dogs,
Nice.
right? Like,
Nothing tastes the same for me ever since I got sick.
yeah. So Cheese Girls just not your thing. Were you working on the production line? Were you?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
food and I just long hours and I said I was going home and I'm normally an active person. I like going out with friends and I started a factory job and I was home every night. Weekends I wanted to stay home. I just wanted to sleep and lay in
Because you're
bed.
tired.
Yeah, my body was tired. I was using these foot machines to help my feet and I was like, yeah, this is no life.
So we had Ashley on a few weeks ago,
Right.
months. It's a few months ago now. And I know so full disclosure, I coached with Mackenzie's dad and Ashley's dad because I needed assistant coaches and they were phenomenal people. And honestly great with kids. So when Ashley came on, she was kind of in that spot of, I don't know what I want to do.
Sure.
And luckily I was able, to get her a job that for her will turn into a career priority. And sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. And
Oh, for sure.
I think that's honestly all of the young kids. They just don't know.
Well, and again, like dude, you didn't know you wanted to do what you do and you're rocking at it. Like, I mean, you say you talk about accounting and like just the 2 seconds of conversation that we've had, you're not an accountant. Like, I mean that in a respectful way. Like you're outgoing, like you're actually
Yeah.
social. Like I have a lot of accounting friends who make way too much fucking money, but like hey man, here, yeah.
Well,
Okay. And like they're just so because their mind works so different.
If you like accounting and you're good with money and numbers, then you
Yeah.
look into other things to go into. So like, I like accounting.
My dad brought up you actually.
Good
for your
idea.
job, and he said I should talk to you.
You should absolutely talk to me. Honestly, if you like money and accounting, I would say, go into some kind of financial field, whether it be financial planning or whether it be, property management.
Yeah.
It's something where you get to work with some numbers because, Nick and I do this thing here. And honestly, I know you haven't listened. We do this because we were bored during the pandemic. So we decided, all right, well, we can't hang out. And we were used to, just running money ideas
Right.
across each other all the time. So we're like, well, hell, we'll just hop on Zoom and we'll talk to each other. And the first one went really well. And I'm like, shit, we should record that and throw it on YouTube. And then that went pretty well. And then we're like, well, hell, we'll just, start a podcast because, that sounds like fun. But we don't care how many people listen. We just don't give a shit.
Right.
We're here with some knowledge and we throw it out there. And, I'll finish my finance degree next April, I want to say.
Sure.
Which doesn't mean nothing. I mean, I work for a great company. I'm not looking to leave my job. I work from home. I make, over 60. I'm happy. I just want the piece of paper. Give me the
Right.
piece of paper.
So I have no want for paper.
I've always wanted the paper, but again, I'm much older than you. I mean, I got 10 years on you.
I know you are the grandpa of the group.
I am definitely the grandpa.
It's like, and so now
That's why I liked coaching with her dad and Ashley's dad, because I was the
They were
youngest.
old guys.
so medical, were you a CNA?
I was actually going to KCTC.
Kent Career Technical Center, just so everybody know.
Yes. I was doing that my senior year. I was gonna go get my certification and COVID hit.
Yep.
And I was right before clinicals. We were talking at it the day before, I remember it. I was in class, we were talking about clinicals, going into it next week, what weekends we want. We were getting ready, and then the next day, you guys aren't going back for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks turned into months, and then,
Sure.
oh yeah, here you go. And then I had no reason to go back, because I was fine, I had a job. I was able to get a job at, what was it called, Sunrise? And that was my nursing home, and I said, I just
Sure.
need the experience, I want to get into this career, and they said, we'll take it.
Yep.
And then I
So
ended up
Excuse me. What were they paying you?
$14 an hour.
It's actually huge for
That
so
is.
without
Yeah.
having your CNA degree.
Yeah, yeah.
So things that you don't know.
And I
because,
know,
again, you don't listen to us.
I know when Dawn was a CNA,
Yeah.
we're talking, $9-10 an hour.
And I think when my wife was, I really think like 12 was a good
12,
pay.
12.50
Yeah.
back then, yeah.
And like she was getting higher than some people that like walked in at like 10 or whatever.
Right.
So my wife started out as a CNA.
Do you think that's a typical thing for,
It's a way. It's
Women?
yeah, I mean,
it's
well,
kind of just your foot in the door,
It's
you're
your
not
foot
sure
for
what you
medical
want to
field.
do.
well, for medical field.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So like, and then yeah, so she was going to school while being a CNA. Then I proud moments of my life, right? Like, I don't know how anybody gets to that next step, especially like so now she's a certified occupational therapist assistant.
Oh.
So she's she's an OT or whatever. I don't know what she actually does. I just tell people she doesn't do anything and that pisses her off.
Hey, she visited me while I was in the hospital. Your ass didn't.
I didn't think we're allowed to. It's COVID. I was like, I'm staying out.
She came and saw me.
Yeah, she works there.
Steve came and saw me.
Insane. I called you. I Zoomed you. I probably called you more than most people did. Texted, hey, bro.
I will tell you, I don't remember any of those.
Well, whatever. I was there then.
I don't remember a lot.
No, so like, right, it is a step, but like, okay, so when you become a OT, like you have to do clinicals, right?
Yeah.
And that's unpaid, right? So
Yeah,
like,
it's just training hours.
she was working 40, so she was pregnant, finishing up that graduate, right? Like 40 hours a week. And then she was working part-time and it was like too much. So we're like, hey, cool, screw it. I got us. You're guaranteeing me you're getting this. That guarantee didn't really pan out for us. So, but she ended up landing a job, in a pretty good place here in Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is the lowest medical paying area.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they don't pay well here.
Well, because we have such a high influx of people.
That's why.
And
they
we
don't
have
wanna move.
so many facilities.
So
I know, Spectrum.
we say like nurses, such a low, we need nurses and we'll go out and we talked about it last week, kind of like retentions and stuff like that, or sign on bonuses, and we'll go get it. And then by the time you graduate, that's what happened to my wife is like, oh man, we need OTs,
Yeah.
and like she goes and she graduates and guess what? Oh man, we
They don't
filled
need
all
them.
those.
Yeah.
So like
Yep.
now, so it's like you got to figure out what they're asking for and go the opposite and then get into it, right? Like,
Well, and I can tell you, from experience.
yeah,
So let's say you're a nurse.
yeah,
You go
full RN.
full RN and you spend 20 years in the field. Now you're top of the pay scale.
Yeah.
And then go hire somebody for
One half the price.
at least a half of the price.
Third the price, yeah.
And yeah, they don't have your experience and they're not as good as you, but at the end of the day, a company doesn't care.
Oh my gosh. So I know we're hurting for doctors right now. I mean,
Yep.
everybody is like doctors are actually, they're so hard to come by, but I mean, who wants to devote 10 to 14 years of their life on no money? And
Have all of those student loans.
right. And then like you're paying to work, right? Which sucks. And so then you walk out and okay. I mean, some doctors, people think they make crap tons. Like some of them make like 100 and something. And yes, okay, you have the other ones that make, 4, 5, 600,000, whatever. Like it depends on your field and what you're going for. So 100,000 is great until you're looking at $1 million in debt and freaking schooling,
Well,
right?
not to go off on a tangent
Yeah.
here, but I'm at a wedding this weekend from one of my 2 Star Wars sons.
Yeah.
And we're talking to Ray Ray. And I told Ray she needs to come in and talk to us because she went to some small college in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
That has like an enrollment of 70. And I looked into this college. It's a nonprofit school, so I can't get the loans forgiven for her.
Oh,
But the degree is basically worthless.
oh,
Yeah. So she's got a $650 a month student loan to pay, which is why at 25, she's still living at home
for sure.
because she can just put money towards those loans. I said, Ray, you need to come in and talk to us because this sounds like bullshit to me.
So what are you currently, you're currently not working?
Just one day a week.
1 day a week.
That's
One day a
it.
week, that's it.
Yeah.
Why
'Cause I
don't
was
why
gonna
don't you
go
have
to
another job?
school.
All right, so let's talk about that.
That's
We're gonna go
probably
to
the
school.
best.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's
Best
talk
topic.
about
So
school.
what happened?
All right, so I started at that nursing job and I've never been known to be on any depression pills, any mental health. I dealt with it on my own with my past. It's just how I dealt with it.
Which, I mean, you had me as your coach for almost 2 years before I got fired.
I say more. I've
Well,
known
I
you
mean,
since
yeah,
seventh grade.
Really, you have known me since 7th grade and I coached you
I
that
was
entire
the
time.
one.
But
Pretty
you
sure,
had,
pretty sure I had to have coached her then because
you went and helped Crystal
was it Crystal? Yeah.
I
when
was
she was
there.
in 7th grade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
She
you were gone the
was.
next year.
Yeah. Well,
She
you know,
had Caitlin. I know you
I,
had, you had
I
a
had a
baby.
kid.
You had a
And
baby.
I told everybody ahead of
Yeah.
time. That was
So,
my priority.
so you know, I know the story myself,
Yeah.
and the fact that you weren't on anything to me is shocking.
I never have. And for me now to just go on it, and I noticed in fact right away, I told my friends, I was like, I feel so much better. And I've lived my whole life without having been on any pills. And I went through a crappy hood, like a childhood, without going into that
You
too
have.
much. Yeah.
Well, seeing like my biggest issue has always been anxiety. I have a huge anxiety issue.
I
I
probably
found out it was high functioning anxiety
So
just off
am I.
of TikTok.
So
Wow.
I've been on medication for anxiety probably since my aunt passed away in the end of 15.
Yeah.
So that would have been about the time I was coaching
Yeah.
you.
I just got put on
Yep.
it and I noticed the difference right away.
Oh, you definitely do.
Yeah.
So I guess, do you know what caused it? What so like right, I'm a very passionate person.
Right.
I'm not saying my wife is not. We are passionate in different.
In
So
different ways.
It,
I
it
have-
depends on what you're passionate about.
100%.
You
Right?
guys are
Yeah.
polar opposites.
It's so weird, but like right, like death and I do not add up, right? Like you want to see Nick in the lowest point of his life, right? Like my grandma passing, like watching, like seeing this, like we missed a couple weeks because I lost a family member
Yep,
and, a,
yep.
and a very good friend. Like I don't do well.
You're like me. You're okay with your death.
Yes, 100%. Like,
You're not okay
fuck
with
it, I'm gone.
other people's
100%.
death.
Like I do not want to. Like I can't. Right? I can. I mean, I deal with it, but like you know, I drink a little bit more. I try to like shut down. I mean,
Yeah.
David calls me. Like David sees it, and he'll call and be like, "Hey man, you doing all right?" I'm like, "Yep." Very short answers, and like
Yeah.
I'll hang up, and I'll be like, "Cool man, thanks for calling." But like, it's really just cut and dry for me. It is very. You can tell I don't want to talk. You can tell something is wrong. But to me, it's so. But like my wife, right? Like I remember the first time she came home and she had to tag a body, right?
Yeah. Oh.
And like that to me, like even just her like I was like, man, this, and she's like, sorry, the person's in a better place, like
Yeah.
they're this, and like she does it so different, right?
You know,
Like,
Yeah.
she can do it, and
I'm gonna take
I
issue.
couldn't do that.
I'm gonna take issue with that shit for a minute.
Yeah.
They're in a better place. Stop fucking telling people that.
Well, you know, dude, when you're hurt, a better, they're not here hurting in pain, right?
That's
like
fine.
so it's better as in not in
But
pain.
don't give me that better place bullshit. If I would have dropped dead, I don't want anybody consoling Dawn with he's in a better
Oh
place.
yeah, 'cause
No, he's just dead.
No.
That sucks. He's not in pain anymore. Just say he's not in pain
you
anymore.
got rid of her. No, I'm just kidding.
She'll never hear
Watch
this. So.
You know,
Just like his wife, she listens to nothing. we do.
factual statement.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. So you don't, because you don't listen and we talk about it all the time. We're we're sitting at a family event or whatever. We had the family over at my house, or
Yep.
whatever, and they're talking about coin shortages. David and
Oh
I
my god.
had just done an episode, and I'm just
It's
listening.
like, it's like that week.
Like, yes, I'm listening to these people just talk stupid, right? And oh, I think this, and I'm like, I literally just did a full educated episode. Shut up, you're dumb. Like, I lost it. Like, I was like, you don't listen to anything.
I came over like a day later and Nick just started going off
Oh
on
my
his
God.
wife because his wife's like, is there a coin shortage?
And
What do
you're
you
like-
know about it? And we're like, why don't you fucking listen? We just
Right.
talked about this shit.
So no, it's not. But yeah, so I mean, you know, if you want to be a nurse, like go become a nurse, right? Like,
Yeah.
devote yourself to it. You live at home,
Yes.
okay? And your parents are okay with that?
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Really? Okay, that's awesome. Like,
Stay at home as long as you can.
I mean, there are times like leading up. I guess my story will get there eventually, but
Sure.
yeah, I was just kicked out for one day because of work and reasons like that.
You
So
were kicked out of your parents?
Yeah,
Oh, for
one
one
night
day?
only.
I, I will throw this out there.
How many times have we been kicked out?
I was never kicked out.
Man,
My
I
mother loves me.
I live on
Um,
the streets way too much.
I will tell you, Mac, if you ever get kicked out, Caitlin's room is empty. There's a bed up there. You can crash there anytime you
You
need.
have no idea. As soon as I say I got kicked out to every person, they're always like, you should have came here first. I'm like, I have all these first people I should have went to. and
I
just-
got, Caitlin's room is empty.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You
And I mean, my house is cheap. I'll only charge you about $800 a month.
I'm gonna say actually, you know what, for that kind
Kidding.
of price,
Free is
like my
better.
Kidding.
basement's wide open for $800 a month. It's like,
Well, I mean, you had somebody living in there that paid you like $100 a month and bitched about that.
well, yeah, I mean, right, so it happens. I mean,
No, honestly, Mac, if you need a place, Caitlin's room's empty.
Thank you.
I know, I said whenever my wife kicks me out, I usually think, am I gonna call David? And then I realize I have an extra, it's like the fucked up part is like I have money.
But you
Not-
don't want
not-
to spend
Right, I
it.
don't want to spend it, but I'm like, dude, she kicks me out. I know she's coming back like within X amount of time. I'm going to a hotel. I'm being
So-
waited on hand and foot, bro. Like one full
I-
week of me.
I think it was your freshman year. I called off practice one day.
Rare.
And nobody knew why I called off practice.
Yeah.
And I pulled all of the returners aside and I left all you freshmen back because I honestly didn't give a shit about what you guys thought. And I told them why I called off practice. And I think it was Yasmin goes, well, we figured one of the cats died.
Yeah.
I said, no, actually, Dawn got pissed off and she left me.
Yeah.
She left. She's like, I can't deal with your bullshit anymore. And she walked out the fucking door
What?
on the Sunday. Yeah. And on Monday, I still wasn't good enough to be able to come to practice. I'm like, we're not fucking practicing today. I can't deal with this shit.
Wait, you're human? Like you
Yes.
you go through fights with your.
I do have fights with my wife.
That's
Quite a bit,
so-
honestly.
So surprising.
Isn't
Oh my
it?
God.
We've like never had.
I just thought that
practice.
anybody that was on podcast.
Yeah, I have never canceled a practice before.
No.
Even so, I lost a cat one time during workouts. And that's when Chris was coaching with me.
Mhm.
Chris ran workouts that week because I didn't want to shut down anything at school.
Yeah,
No, you were probably in 5th grade.
you're young. You'll get over it.
I coached there a
You
long
also,
time.
like, let's say, I think I told you ahead of time, right? This isn't going to be an episode where I'm going to coddle you and I'm going to tell
No,
you the
no,
truth.
no. Be straight.
No, so like when you talk about your past and kind of where you come from, I don't know.
Yeah.
And as much as I care, I don't. I mean,
You're fine.
I mean that with respect. Like, if you want to share, awesome, I'll listen to you and I'll help you. But like, we don't really talk about my past too much. But I will let you know that I got slammed through drywall by my mom's ex-boyfriend. Right? Like, I've been homeless. Like, I've been in a very low parts of life. But like,
Right.
I always got through it. Right? Like, and you talk about depression, you didn't know.
Yeah, but
like-
in all honesty, Nick, in your family, you're kind of the exception of the rule.
I'm fucking, dude. I have no idea how this works, right? Like,
Your sister's totally fucked up.
yeah. That's a whole nother
That's a story for
another
another day.
say. Right, but you know, so I come from a very different side of things where it's like,
Right.
hey, I got this, I got my past, I got whatever, and it's like, if I were to be talking to somebody I knew a little bit more than I know you, I would just say, shut the fuck up, get the job done, understand where you want to go and
Yeah.
focus and go do it. Right. Like I am very, like my wife and I get into fights because I'm like, she's like, well, people can't. And I'm like, no, you can shut the fuck up. You can do what you have to do. You can get the job done. Oh, they have to take on debt. They have to do this. They can't do this. Shut the fuck up and get the job. Like, dude, if you have to go pop a tent in the middle of wherever, granted, we're in, oh, what if it's wintertime? We can play this what if game all you want. But like, the fact is like, you just said, hey, I have 15, I should have been first. And it's like, cool. Like if you have to couch hop for whatever, like I remember couch hopping at my best friend's house, another best friend's house, like, and they're like, hey, yeah, you got to go home. No, man. Like I'll
Couch surfing is fine.
be at school. Like, no big deal. Right.
Right.
Like,
I'll see you the next day.
it's no big, like to me, it's, I don't know. Like I had so much focus on like in high school, it was just really get my fucking degree,
Right.
get out. Next thing, right? Like college, I don't know. I mean, when I went to college, I took 28 credit hours or 32 credit, like because I was like, oh, I'm gonna work full time, and I did. I worked full time and went like 28 credit hours. Monday through Thursday, I had one class on Friday, and that was bowling, and you weren't allowed to drink at KC or GRCC. You can't drink while you're in class because
Yeah.
it's a school thing, but I would, I would be like, all right, cool. And then I knew people. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna go drink. Like, like teachers like, I'm like, hey, I bowled my 3 games. Can I be done? Yep. And I just sit back and hang out with other people. I'm just drinking. right?
Literally,
Right.
the best part about my first year of college
Yeah.
was Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Because that meant Thursday you could go out and have a good time, and Friday you could go out and have a good time, and Saturday you could go out and have a good time, and Sunday you could recover and watch some football.
Nothing to say. It's so, right. Like I tell so I have a niece that's 17. Gosh, she's gonna be 18.
17.
She'll be 18 in January. It's weird that we
Oh,
both just
wow.
like thought about that real quick. Like 18 in January, she's gonna be
That's
graduating
insane.
Wow.
graduating high school this year. My wife and I talk. I tell her a lot of stuff. She doesn't take it in, and that's completely fine. Like she's very much of a homebody. Like she's a lot like my wife. We're hey family, this and that. And it's like, man, you got to focus on you for
Right.
sure, right? Like you said, oh man, that's why I want to move. Like suck it up, figure it out. Like have your shit together. Go, all right, A, I gotta go to a job. B, I gotta go to school full time. C, I have to start getting online and meeting people that want to commingle in an apartment, right? Where can I go that's $800 and I can pay 400,
Right.
right? Like, what can I do to
Or
make
less.
this cheap, right? Like, hey, screw that. Yeah, I don't need a boyfriend or whatever, but like, hey, if I can get a friend, if I can get a girlfriend, I don't care. Like, cool, I'll put 2 beds in one room, 200, that person's paying 400. I don't give a shit, right? Like, my mind thinks this way. Like,
Mhm.
what? Because when you have nothing, right? Like, I grew up poor. I'm assuming you didn't grow up filthy rich, going to Godwin, no disrespect.
No.
Right. But like when you're so used to having nothing, who gives a shit if you have nothing if you know in the end you're gonna have something, right?
Right.
Like
right.
the world is out there, go get it.
You're at that age where this is the time to go make those mistakes.
Oh god, you could screw up so much.
Yeah.
Try shit.
Like
Figure out if it works. If it doesn't work, you can pivot and do something else really quickly.
Exactly.
Your dad's gonna hate all of that
I know.
because he just wants you to go be successful.
Yeah.
And that honestly, that's what all of us dads want. I'm the same way. That job we talked about last week for Caitlin,
yeah,
she's not taking that.
God, good for her.
But mind you, it had nothing to do with the fact that Dawn and I both told her, don't take that job, that's bullshit.
Why she not take it?
They wouldn't get back to her. She talked to them on Wednesday finally, and they're like, well, we'll call you on Friday, and they never called her. So on Saturday, she made the decision, she goes, well, they didn't call me, so I'm not taking the job.
Yeah.
So when we were at my son's wedding,
Mhm.
my Star Wars son's wedding, we talked to my buddy Nate, who did our logo,
yeah,
and Dawn goes, hey, Nate, what do you know about X company? Because he's in that field.
yeah, of course.
And he goes, oh yeah, it's a sweatshop. You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And he goes, wait, why are you asking? And
Is it in Grand Rapids?
it is.
Yeah.
It's
So everybody knows, like, so we're talking about the field of t-shirt printing and,
Yeah,
and, you
graphic
know,
design.
like things like that. So like we talked a little bit about my journey. I started a graphics company
You
slash
did.
t-shirt company.
Well, this company,
Yeah.
I don't know how I can say this without
No,
outing who it is.
no, you're fine. So like all I'm saying is like when I can pinpoint and I know these things, right? Like word gets around really quickly, right? Like, hey, this is a company of one, this guy's gonna go nowhere, or this is a company that's doing things. You should say, she's telling me she's poor, she's over here on a fucking iWatch. David, you got an iWatch?
I do not.
Jesus.
That's why I have money, because I don't have a fucking
Yeah.
What
iPhone.
kind of phone you got?
11.
A what?
iPhone 11.
Oh, sorry, mine's a LG G8.
I can't say much. I gotta know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even better.
Oh yeah.
It's not the one I thought, but so I was saying like you do you love your parents?
Dearly.
Okay. And you don't want to do anything to disappoint them.
Never.
Correct. Right? Do you like yourself?
Try.
So that's the problem, right? And like, trust me, me to you, I don't know you anywhere, right? But like the
Right.
fact is like you can't sit here and tell me, hey, I love myself. Like work on that, right? Because like
Right.
So we're a couple of fat guys, right?
100%.
And you know, I said this to Dawn earlier. I wouldn't own that like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
but now I kind of own it because I just don't give a shit.
Right.
Okay, I am who I am, and if people like me, great. And if they don't, fuck them.
Right.
Well, and
right.
it's you know, I look at people, God, because I always question myself because I try not to be a very arrogant person. I mean, right? Would you think I'm
Yeah,
an arrogant person?
I don't think you're an arrogant person. I know I am.
Right, but like I am very, but like I still like I thought it ended in high school. Like still, there's still jabs of like fat things, and I'm like, and instant reaction is like, yeah, cool. I can fix my fat. You can't fix your assholeness, right? Like I can fix. Guess what? I probably fucking make more than you, and I can still fix my fat by getting something done by paying for it, and you couldn't afford that. Like, and I have to get those thoughts out of my head, and that's what I'm trying to like.
Right.
The idea is you need to get through to you and figure out what is best for me. You don't know the answer. He doesn't know the answer. I don't know the answer,
Right.
right? Like moving away, yes, you're going to miss your family. But here's one thing. I guess I will look at it in a different aspect. Granted, I don't know if it's a guy girl thing or if it's whatever. But like I tell my wife, all right, hey, let's move. She'll make 3 times more money if we move. If we do this, like we'll be. And I'm like, hey, I have a very substantial amount of money, right? Liquid cash, right?
Right.
I mean, it's not bragging or anything, but it's cool. Hey, you want to go home and see your family for the 2 days off that you have for the week? Fuck it. Here's your $400 from the flight. I don't care. Goodbye. I'm probably going to go to the bar and drink that $400 in flight. Like, doesn't matter to me, right? Like,
Yeah.
so what I would do if I were you, right, is figure out what you want to do, where you want to do it at, and who offers it the best, right? Like Michigan doesn't have, you know, if you want to be a wine consultant, right? Michigan's growing, but like you would go to Napa Valley, right? Like you
Absolutely.
you go to the #1 spot,
Right. Where it's
Honestly, you know where I'd go? I'd go to fucking France.
right? Like, you know, so
yeah, wine vineyards.
my only problem is again, like I hold myself down because like I don't understand other countries and like how much you get like, but like I watch all these cooking shows and they're like, hey, we have places here, and I'm like, dude, like you do, like if you want to be a chef, you have to go, right? Like I thought you could just be a chef here. And it's like,
No,
the highest
No.
the highest we can get here is like you know, Ruth Chris or whatever. And it's
Yeah.
like you walk into Las Vegas or whatever, and you're like, dude, you know that chef that works for Gordon Ramsay Steak, which is the greatest beef Wellington I've ever had for $75 or whatever it was. Right, like you know they're getting paid and they're actually good at what they do. It's not like you go to Applebee's and you're like, hey, I want medium rare, and you're like, I ask the question all the time, hey, how's your chef? He's good. Or like, and if the waitress hesitates in any way and it's like, hey, if I give a temperature, like, and I guess like I have become a little bit more of a steak
a
snob,
little
like,
bit, yeah.
but you know, so if I walk in and I'm like, hey, and I've had one lady who's like, no, our chef is fantastic. He actually can nail it. And I'm like, sweet. I want medium rare, like, you know, depending on what it is, like what steak I'm getting. Boom, put it there. It comes out. Like I was like, hey, what day does this guy work? And I showed up to that Applebee's. I crap you down the Applebee's. I showed up like every week.
So I told you where the $10 filet mignon is.
Yeah.
They don't do it anymore.
No.
It's just a piece of steak now for $10. And I'm just not excited about that.
I was about to come down too.
I know. Well, your wife won't let you go.
Yes, she will. I'm just not allowed to do other stuff. So we are talking about a gentleman's club. There used to be a gentleman's club that would offer filet, right?
Filet for $10.
Yeah, they wanted to be a very high class gentleman's club.
Absolutely.
And
I think it's just now Angus steak.
man, I mean, if it's a sirloin, I'm out.
I mean,
Like,
I took Caitlin. She had 2 one night. Just,
2 for $20, baby, all day.
she's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, order another steak then, because that's cheap. That's cheap.
So, all right. So now you went to college, CC.
Yeah.
What were you going for?
Just taking my general education
That's
classes.
bullshit. Anyway, what were you going for?
Nothing.
What
Okay,
did you,
that's your
what
problem.
did you
Oh, I
want
was
to do?
following a transfer guide for nursing to Ferris.
There you go.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
perfect.
Yeah, you're
so,
right. You're right.
like, so, well, and no, so like I want to cut back to that real quick, right?
Yeah.
Like when you say I'm just taking general, like you have lost what your end goal is.
Yeah.
You could tell people I'm going for general, or you could say I'm on the career path to get my nursing at Ferris, right? Like
Right.
there's a whole difference in how you present it, and there's a whole difference of how you feel 100% inside, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I lost out on a 12 unit. I've been telling people for 8 years, this 12 unit is mine. My mentor has promised me. You know, like he's told me it's everything I ever want, blah, blah, blah. And then I go, I put in my full effort. I give highest offer. I do everything, right? We sit for 3 hours. I don't feel bad about myself. Why? Because I gave every ounce of who I am. I gave the amount of money I was
Right.
supposed to give. I did so like to sit here and say, oh, I'm just going for generals. No, God, no. No, you are going for this end result. The middle, everything in the beginning, the middle doesn't matter, right? It's like people that are older. What are you working for? Retirement. That's what, like, that's the end.
Right.
It's sad. It sucks, right? But like, if you tell me, hey, why are you here? Why are you doing this? I'm retiring at 40. Dude, work your 80 hours a week. I will support you. We will grab drinks that one day that you take off. If you have 3 weeks vacation and you want to go do something, like I'm that guy that's going to support that shit.
See, and these are the things that annoy us the most, because if you ask either of us, we can tell you. So, you know, what's my goal right now? My goal is to pay my house off in less than 10 years.
Yeah, and my goal is to now apparently pay it off whenever the loan is done.
You have a lot of houses, so you know.
I do.
But you know, we have those goals in mind, and we know where we want to get.
See, I don't.
And you have to sit down and look at what that end game is going to be. If you know what you want to do, go to school and get that. If you don't know, going to school is a waste of time.
100%.
Okay, I did 2 years of community college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had 11 different majors in those 2 years. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go work because I don't know what I want to do. I didn't go back to school until 2016 because I didn't know.
And you know, you had how many years did you have an associate's when you graduated?
No,
Okay, so you had to do technically 3, or did you have to go do all 4 again?
no, I mean, they transferred my credits.
Okay, so
But I still, you know, had to take whatever they wanted for me to get to the finance
Sure.
degree. And again, I'm not using the finance degree for anything other than
your piece.
I have a piece of paper. You know,
Sure.
I wanted to learn certain things when I went. I wanted to get better in investing. I've done that.
Oh, 100%.
I wanted to be able to
Since-
make my kid money. I've done that.
It's funny because you know, like I don't take any credit in anything that you've done, but I do feel that the conversations that you and I have made you so much better.
Absolutely.
Like when you look at a 21-year-old who's sitting here telling you he's buying his 2nd or 3rd house, and you're going, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Hey, I like financing. Why? Or you know, I'm gonna tell this guy, I just invested in this. It's not trying to one up. It's like, and then all of a sudden it's like to you and me, it's like, yeah, okay, my money's here. The day I like, hey, dude, David, you ever heard of Betterment? No, dude, you should check this out. Ooh, hey, you ever heard of Fundrise? It's real estate investing. All right, cool. I look into it. Hey, man, it's not the way I invest in real estate, but tell you what, like I do enjoy these dividend stocks. I enjoy this. So like I go out and I open other things, right? And so like we work and we feed, and you're sitting here going, I'm not competing. Like this dude is making me something, and like hanging out with older people, right? Like they're in the final spots, and it's like, boom, there it is. I can't say back then, I would say I was better than you, but I say I either A, made you better, and now I feel like I come to you and I'm like, dude, I have no doubt in my mind that you have the knowledge and where I want to be, right? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
and so it's like
I was very short-sighted when I started making money.
very,
I was, hey, I want to go on a trip.
Yep.
So I'd save the money for the trip.
and the trip.
But
was done.
I never sit there and go, hey, I want to retire when I'm 55.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I could probably retire when I'm 55 if I want to.
Yeah.
Now, I work from home.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt I'm going to retire
And
at
you get 5
55.
weeks vacation.
Shit, I'm hoarding my vacation because I took so much. I'm only at like 350 hours right now.
Oh
And
no.
it drives me insane. But you look at those things that you want to hit, and those are the things that are important. So you're 19 years old, Mackenzie. And how long do you honestly want to work? Do you want to work the next 40 years?
If I have to, I will.
No, there's
No,
no,
I didn't
that's
ask
bullshit. That's
if
a
you had
bullshit
to.
fucking
I
answer.
asked what you
You
want.
fucking know that.
I just want to retire at a good age.
No,
What's
what's
a good
good to you?
age?
I don't know what's average age. See,
Average
I
Average
like
age
70.
is 72 years old.
So I'd say like 65.
Okay,
No.
well, if you want to retire when you're 65, that means you have 41 years.
Yeah.
And that's content with you.
So here's
Sure.
here's the question.
I mean, I really don't know.
Here's the question for you.
Oh wow.
I don't
In the
look
next
that far.
41 years, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to go and do what your parents have done, which is just work and
No.
pay the bills, or do you want to do something that's actually fun?
See, I want to do what my grandparents, how they live life.
Okay,
Go on.
So my grandpa worked for the city and that's what got my grandma and them so far. But they set him up different. I want to be set up like him. He's set for life now because of the city.
So, and what we
And
can-
how and why?
See, I don't know.
So.
Have you
your
had that
grandparents
conversation?
Around?
No. What?
Are your grandparents around?
Yes, I am very, very close to those grandparents.
have you had that conversation?
No.
You need to sit down and have that conversation.
This is.
How did you do this?
A, I had a pension, B, I had like whatever, like,
Right.
so. It's funny because, all right, so just before we started this thing. David was watching a bunch of his ex-players
Yep.
play
Play slow
softball,
pitch.
right? So they're in here, my cocky ass comes in. I take a photo for them and she's bugging us to do a podcast. She's like, hey, and we're like, dude.
Yeah, she just literally wanted to
Right,
come on the
like-
podcast.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're gonna grind and like, we're gonna tell you how it is because you look like you can take it,
I
right?
kind of need it though. I need this
Right.
and I haven't talked about it.
Yeah,
that's
and so
probably
then-
best.
And so then it's like, all right, hey, and so then there was another couple, I think they're a couple, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
they
were
are.
Talking about,
They're
like,
married.
They're talking about, hey, we have, and
Yep.
so like, I caught on to that really quickly, and I'm like, she's like, yeah, we have college or whatever, but it's more of a savings, and I was like, do you have a 529? She's like, no, it's like a savings. I was like, so you don't have a college fund, you have what you think and you call and your want is to be a college fund, but it's not actually a college fund, right? Like, let's cut the bullshit, let's call it clear. If tomorrow he loses his job, you drain this to make sure you get the bills to go by, right? Like,
Correct.
that's just how it is. It's not trying to be an asshole thing. You're not setting it up for the exact, like, so if you have a goal, right? You set specific things to get that goal. So like,
Right.
if you say, hey, my grandparents did this and this is how it is, cool, that's a whole nother conversation. You know how your grandparents did it because they had a pension. You know how to get a pension? No, you either A, have to get a job to get the pension,
Yeah.
or B, set that shit up for yourself, and that's investing, 25% or whatever, the max into your 401k, that's doing the Roth IRAs, that's investing in the betterments, that's doing these types of things. Like,
Well-
you're so used to live, you make, how much do you make in one day or 1 day of working a week?
I don't know.
You have no idea how much you make.
How do you not know?
I don't look at my check stuff like
But
that.
you should. You should know exactly what you make to the penny. So Nick and I talked about this last week when we had Ashley in here. I told her specifically, I said, you're gonna make more money than you made at any job before.
Mm,
I want you to take 10% and put it into your 403B, which is a retirement account. They'll match, half of up to 6%, so they'll give you 3. That's 13% you're putting into your retirement account right now. You don't make this kind of money, so you're not even gonna miss this kind of money.
right.
So you want to retire in 41 years. What are you doing to make that happen?
Working your butt off.
No, you're
No,
not.
what are you doing to make that happen?
Working
1 day a week.
right now.
Okay, but even if you were working 5 days a week, where's that money going?
In my savings. That's
That
how
is
I am right
making
now.
you no money.
$0, 0 cents.
Cause that's what I was taught by my grandparents right now.
No.
When your grandparents were young, savings accounts were the way to go. They're not
They're
in
getting
2021. They're getting 0.1%,
Yeah, I know,
0.01%.
they take out so much every so.
No, they don't take out. No, they take out of their stuff because they have to. They're forced to. They're older, right?
Well,
So-
talking about my bank takes money from me.
You are at the wrong bank if it takes money from you.
No, it's an annual fee. I don't know how to.
No, there should be no fees at a bank. You and I need
What did you
to,
just say to me?
Oh my.
Because I have fees too, $12 a month.
then you have the
Shut
wrong
the
account.
fuck up.
By the way,
What is
Mackenzie's
it?
friend here also has the wrong damn account, because if you're paying any money to a bank, you're bullshit.
Oh my God, people, fucking, we're gonna talk
How
about
many
that.
times have we talked about go to this, or this bank, they'll give you these things?
Even
I
at that,
have
but like
Chase.
Chase,
Horrible. I would never use
I have
Chase.
I have
7
family
loans
bank.
with Chase right
You have
now.
who?
A family bank that I go to.
A family bank.
A Kennewick Credit Union. My whole family.
Obviously,
Yeah.
if they're charging you, they suck.
Well, I apparently need a new bank.
You definitely
Oh
need a
my
new bank.
goodness. If you are paying people, I didn't know
Don't
that
pay.
people did this. I didn't know people, this is great. I'm so glad we're
Yeah,
this conversation.
home banking
$12.
fee, $250.
Home banking fee.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Here's the deal.
Cancel this
You
tomorrow.
can go to Lake Michigan, which I'm not a Lake Michigan guy, okay? They're not my bank.
I have $15,000 with them.
I understand that. They're not my bank. You get 3% interest. All you have to do is log in 4 times a month, have a direct deposit, and make 10 transactions on your debit card. Do you use your debit card?
Oh, I can do
Constantly,
that.
I'm always
Okay,
transferring money.
you can open a Lake Michigan account and there's $0 that they'll take from you as long as you do those 3 things, and they will give you 3% a month,
And see,
on
I do
your
that
money.
every time.
Lake Michigan?
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan credit.
Now, I can't stand them. My daughter has them. So what I do to make those 10 transactions, because I'm cheap and I want money,
Mhm.
is I take her debit card and I pay 1 penny 10 times to a medical bill. And that's the only time she ever uses the debit card in a month. That's it. You only have to use it 10 times.
Yeah, I just thought
I
it was
use it like every
normal.
day. so we have
Oh my
no
gosh, people, this is not normal. People, all right, so number one, all right, I want to talk real quick about banks. I mean, I know we're already getting far and we haven't gone.
Yeah,
too
we're
much into
50
your life.
50 minutes in and we haven't really gotten to where we need to yet.
Holy
This is
shit.
gonna be like a 3-part episode.
This is gonna
just
be
so you know.
amazing. So, all right, think about this. Okay, so what do you do with your money? Right? So you earn the money. What do you do with it?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking
Sure.
Mackenzie?
I've been taught to save and not spend.
Okay, sure. So what, okay, you get a paycheck. What do you do with it?
So
Put it in my savings.
Okay,
account.
she saves it. Hang on a second.
What does that bank do with that money?
Nothing, they don't.
Bull-
No,
Bullshit.
they lend that
I
money
was gonna
out.
say, they will let
And
that
they
money-
charge people for the money that they lend out.
You know what, I did hear that they call them loans and then that, and
Yes.
then banks get in trouble because when I want my money,
They,
they don't have it because
So-
they loaned it out.
That's
you're
correct.
working 1
I
day a
know
week,
that.
right?
Yes,
What the hell are you doing 6 other days?
yeah, being lazy at home. Yeah.
You can find things to do to make money. I don't give a,
No,
Crap, if
I
you sit
had
there
a
and-
whole argument.
I
about
don't care if
this.
you sit there and take surveys for money. I don't care if you sit there and scan your receipts for money. I do all that shit.
It's fact. I
I don't care if you take a walk around the block and pick up the pennies you find.
I just picked up a quarter today.
That-
That's
That gets two.
all
That's
day,
big
bro.
money.
All day, bro. Actually, the funny thing is I went and bought something at the gas station. My total was $6.80 something cents.
Uh-huh.
And the girl goes to, it was behind glass and it was whatever. So I was like, hey, just put it in the bucket and I'll donate the money. I'm walking out the door and there's a quarter and I picked up the quarter and put it in my pocket. And I was like, hey, you know what goes around comes around.
Tell Mackenzie
So-
about Bill Gates and me real quick.
All right. So do you know about Bill Gates?
Rich guy.
Rich guy.
Yeah.
Cool. So it doesn't matter how he got rich, anything like that. So we're talking filthy rich.
Right.
Okay, if you had $100 bill, would you, and it blew away, right? So you're carrying it out
Mhm.
and it blew away. What would you do to get that $100 bill?
Am I Bill Gates in this?
No, you are you.
Oh, I run for it. That's
You'd run for it.
money.
Okay, so did you know that Bill Gates makes so much money that the amount of time that he would spend bending over to pick up that $100 bill, he would make more money than he would just to let it fly away.
Really? He's
Yeah,
not rich.
he would rather have it fly away than pick it up.
Because the time for him to bend, he would make more money.
Yeah.
Right, so think about it. I mean, all right, so, all right, first of all, God, please help us. These young kids, and you have fees and you have fees.
The first thing you need to do is write down what you have.
Money wise.
How much money do you have in the
Money-wise.
bank? You don't have to be, you
I
can
have
be,
3 accounts. One's 4,000, one sits at $45, and one is about at 6,000.
okay, so
And how much are you earning on that money every month?
you're gonna charge 12
Earnings.
Like, how much am I putting in?
No, how much are they giving you in interest?
You don't know, so
Probably nothing.
you just start getting,
You basically have $10,000 that's just sitting.
Yeah.
So if I've never taught you anything, I want to teach you this. Your money should be working for you, not you working for your
What
money.
does that mean?
That means you need to find places to put it that will make you more money. So case in point, you
Like,
play
invest it is what you're saying.
in, at the
It doesn't
bare
have to be-
minimum,
it
it doesn't
doesn't-
have to be an investment, but at the bare minimum, put it in at least an interest bearing account.
I just told you I have 15, so I'm not afraid to show you, right? But like,
Your interest last month, Nick,
my interest last month on
on 15,000.
$15,000, $33 and something cents. Let me figure it out.
You know what he did for that? He swiped his card 10 times.
No,
He
my
logged
wife,
in
my
4
wife
times.
did. Actually, she uses the account. I just have $15,000 sitting there. Same because we're completely different in that aspect. But So right, like you need, if your bank is charging you money, so people, gosh, that's what poor people's mindset, no
It,
disrespect.
it really is. So
But, like,
if I told you,
You don't work for the bank, understand that, like, you wanna be successful in life, you don't work for the bank. The bank works for you. Those people that are in there, right, they need you for your money, right? So if, I don't care if the whole world had $1 a piece of income. The banks need that $1 to lend it out to get $1.06, whatever it is, right? They need everybody to
let's
give
face
their
it,
money.
they get $1.10.
Right, $1.10, right? Like, between the average of whatever, but like, without your money, they're not a bank, okay? And people always go, oh, it's only the rich people. No, that's horseshit. Like, again, especially
It's
the
the
small banks.
smart people.
So right, again, I told you I have $15,000. Without my 15,000, is Lake Michigan going broke? No, but without mine and the next 45
Right.
people that have that, they don't go by the Whitecaps baseball stadium, go Whitecaps. Right, like, without rich people money, banks are nothing, right? So like, you work for me.
Right.
And yes, you're an employee here and you think, but like, once that mindset changes in your head, you officially work for me. I don't care if you have $1 in there, you need to make my dollar work, right? Because I'm investing in you. I'm trusting that you're going to do what's best interest for me. Taking $12, that's a fucking scam, it's a ripoff. And I swear to God, I hope you walk in there and go, hey, close every fucking account I have with you. Close every account I have with you. I'm taking my money and going somewhere else. So like, you and I both really actually enjoy Kentwood Community. What is it? It used to be Steelcase's Bank, right there off of
Community West.
Community West Credit Union.
Yeah, I got rid of them because they lowered their interest.
They did. They were at
They did.
11, but like, still, like, they'll give you interest, and I think their interest is still pretty
I
decent.
think it's around 5,
Yeah,
maybe.
right, but like, still having, you have $2,000, and at $2,000, it used to be 11%, now it's probably 5. Even if it's at 3, if you want to stay with a whatever,
There are plenty of local banks
that
that'll give you money.
$12 a fucking month,
It was free money.
that's $144 a year. Do you know how many beers I can buy with 144 bucks?
I
How much
literally,
is your car insurance?
I don't know.
Jesus, how many, you know how many tanks of gas you can put into
I
that?
think it's like 170.
170,
150 to 170.
That's one payment of your car insurance that they're taking from you a year. So
Yeah.
11
So-
months, you could have like,
I sat down with
insane.
2 doctors once.
Yeah.
And they had $45,000 sitting in one account at Michigan State Credit Union.
Mhm.
Paying them nothing. Again, like her, they're paying fees for it. I
Yeah.
said, if you do nothing else, just take $2,000, put it here. All you have to do is 7 transactions a month
Yep.
and have $200 direct deposit. It's all you have to do. You make $11 every month. And they're like, oh, I can do that. That's simple.
I screwed that up
If-
because once I signed up, the next month I quit. So that was completely on me.
So let me ask you something. If I said you could make $20 every month for 30 minutes of time, would you do it?
Yeah.
Then why aren't you? Because literally you could do that Lake Michigan thing in 30 minutes because it takes me 30 minutes a month. And I make my mother and my daughter $30 every month doing that because they have $15,000 sitting there.
Yeah, because I just didn't know.
At
I
10
didn't know there's
grand, you're making
opportunities.
$23 a month. I'm making 33. What 10 grand? Like, go put it there. I mean, you already use your debit card, you do everything.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's 10 transactions a month.
So now you're.
Well, I
You
use
swipe
my
it
debit
te-
card. That's it.
I know, but if you swipe it 10 times, you get the interest. If you
Yeah.
have a direct deposit, you get the interest. If you go and, log in 4 times,
To make sure you have money.
I log in 4 times to my account the first day
Sure.
because I look at my account 18 times a day because I have
Yeah.
OCD.
Yeah, I was just doing it, right? Like
I
I'm
was
sitting
gonna
here.
say that's easy for me because all I have is a debit card, so I use that every week.
Yeah,
And I'm always logging in because on my account I always have to transfer money onto my card.
Well,
So I'm always logging in.
not to be a dick here or anything, but before we came upstairs, Mackenzie's like, well, you should do an episode on this. You should do an episode on that. We've done all those episodes, by the way. You can go back and listen to
I
past
started.
episodes where we will tell you specifically what we do, to make extra money that other people aren't doing. Specifically what stocks we are investing in because they pay a dividend. When we were downstairs, I sent you the link and Greg and Kimmy the link to the dividend stock episode.
Yep, I got it.
Because when the pandemic hit last year, Caitlin's savings account wasn't paying anything anymore. It was paying like 0.5%. So I told her, I said, I'm taking 10 grand. I'm putting it in the market for you. And she goes, okay. And I bought
Yeah.
$10,000 worth of dividend stocks. And I looked at it today and, the market's down.
Yeah.
So, right now it's losing money. And what am I thinking while it's losing money?
Buy more.
Shit, I need to go buy her some more stocks.
Damn right.
But of course, she's in a spot here where she hasn't worked as much this year, so she doesn't have as much disposable income. So I'm just kind of letting everything sit. But in that time, I think she has invested $15,000 in the stock market and she's made another $6.
That's what we were talking about betterment. I just checked mine because I haven't checked
Yeah.
mine goddamn.
Oh, love my betterment.
My small amount, I mean, I've made $5,000 off of it
Mhm.
over, granted, it's been 5.5 years, but I started out putting $25 a week, right? Like, I mean,
Well-
I started out with 0 and $25. Like, it's not like I fully funded this thing up front, right?
When I started working, my mother opened IRAs for me.
Yeah.
Because she's like, hey, you're working, you can put this much money in your IRA. Great, fantastic. So a few years ago, I took and transferred it all to Betterment.
Sure.
And a few years ago, like 3 maybe,
Oh, perfect time.
and I probably made more in those 3 years than I made in the past 8
Yeah.
with who it was with.
So, all right, we're hounding you like crazy because nobody should ever pay.
You should not pay for your bank account.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
bullshit.
Like, all right, so
They're crooks.
I
They're
log
just
in-
fucking crooks.
I log into my account
Mhm.
as much as you do, maybe one time less, I guess, but really, like, I mean, I'm constantly on it. I had a $2 charge, right? And it was because I didn't have paperless whatever.
Yeah.
And I told them if they didn't remove
Yeah, you have to have e-statements too.
I told them if they didn't remove that fucking charge, I was taking every dime that I have in that bank and I was leaving banks. Right? And they go, okay, we'll get that taken care of. Are you okay with the e-statements? And I said, if that's what it takes, it's completely fine. Like, I don't need a statement unless, and when I need a statement, I walk in and say, hey, I need you to print me out the past X
Yeah,
amount
they
of
send
months.
mine out every single month, and I'm like, what do I need this for? I
You
can look
don't.
on my phone.
Only when you need to go get it,
Right, right.
like a mortgage or something to send it in.
And you can still get it electronically.
Yes. I don't know how to do that. I'm not technology savvy. I will go get,
You'll just call me.
well, no, I just go into the bank and say, hey, look,
Print
at
Print this
point,
out.
I need
Right.
you to print this. I need these 3 months. I need whatever. Give me everything I have. Well, and they go, okay, Nick. And that's it, right? Like, again, I check my account so much. I don't need a statement to tell me
Right.
how good I did. At the end of the year, they tell me, hey, Nick, you've made, $400 and something off of Lake Michigan. You've made a shit ton of money off Flagstar. You've done this, you've done, okay, here, now you have to go tax deduct this. And I lose that. But the fact that, like, so step one tomorrow, if you don't call me and tell me that do you work tomorrow?
No, Fridays only.
Fridays only, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's
So
Wednesday.
awesome. If you literally don't call me by noon and say I've gone to 2 banks, like, it's game over.
Yeah, I'll expect that
Um,
text message
Like,
that you pulled your shit out and put it somewhere else.
yeah, 100%. Or gone and say, hey, why the fuck do I have $12? And they're gonna explain it to you. And if you haven't fixed that explanation, you literally, it's these small steps. Nobody should be taking $144 from you a
Right.
year. That is stupid.
People do it for convenience. So you have the account because your parents have the account. Your parents have the account because their parents have the
They
account.
trust-
It's just, it's
whole family.
it's convenience for them.
Yeah.
So they're not sitting there going, hey, this $12 is bullshit. They're going, it's the cost of doing business. I love my bank. I use United Bank. They're right around the corner. They're
Right.
great.
4%.
3.
No,
They're down.
are they
They are.
on 10,000? Or they jump it up?
10. No, it's still
Yeah,
10.
still 10.
So I've told them before, you piss me off, I'm gonna take all my money out of here. I really don't give a shit that I like you
Right.
people and you're here.
Yeah.
I got a former player that works there. They all know when I walk in the door, they better do what I ask them to do, because otherwise I'm taking my money and I'm going elsewhere.
Right.
And that's how you have to approach every financial thing you have.
I guess we should be clear on this real quick. So because you have the amount of money you have, I don't know your situation. Sorry.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Marissa.
Marissa. Right, like, if you're the person that's getting overdraft fees, you can't fight this with the bank. right?
No,
Like, you're
no.
you're costing them money. So yes, they're charging it back to you. But if you're just getting charged to have your money sit there, you have a problem. Okay. So
That's the wrong
I
thing.
want to be clear about that, right? Like, if you have overdraft fees, if you have we went to came there one time and
Yeah.
I needed to trade currency.
Yep.
Yes, I gladly paid that fee to go to the gentlemen's clubs over there and buy my beer over there. But that I guess that's the whole point is,
Yeah.
if you're using it in a different manner, but if you're just a normal person that's here just swiping, doing whatever, never
You're
cost you-
literally sitting there parking $9,000-10,000
Yes.
that they get
just
to
make
take
money
and
off
give to
of
other people for anywhere from 3 to 10%. So they're making money on your money and you're paying them to make money on your money.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. That's just
I
crazy.
just
So
thought it was the normal. because
Well,
I
and
heard
again, it's-
hers was, I was
it-
like, okay, it
It's
works.
because you guys aren't taught how to deal with money.
No,
That's why everybody needs to listen to us, because we're sitting there telling you not to pay people to handle your money.
Yeah.
You know, we pay fees with Betterment, but their fees are so much less than every other investment firm.
right.
And we only pay them because we're making enough money off of it to not care about the 1/4%.
right, and okay, yes, we are paying them to manage our money, but the fact is if I walked into Betterment, I could literally say, hey, this is what I want you to do. And I guess I can't do it any other way, right? Like there is certain things that you need to purchase because I mean, business is business and everybody has to make money to do things, right? Like if I want to make a higher percentage, yes, I have to pay that fee.
Yep.
Even though I know what the hell I'm doing, right? If not, go open the damn business yourself and you'll still pay the fees, but you'll be able to get other people like these two who will pay me $12 to invest their money and then make them money and still charge them money.
We
on top of
literally
that
had
money.
that episode. We were on for Christmas and we were talking beer.
Yeah.
And you, me, and Ummer
Yeah.
kept telling Lawrence, just let us play with your money. Why are you losing
Yeah.
so much money?
I don't know if that was on the podcast or it was after. I think we.
It might have been after,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
know, but he
railed
was
him.
so pissed that he was losing money.
Mhm.
So, and honestly, you'll understand this because you played for me. I hate everyone, right? Especially when I'm coaching against somebody, right?
Yeah,
If they have success, I'm pissed off.
yeah,
This is the one field in life where I celebrate everything that somebody does that's good. Nick and I have so much fun when somebody calls us up and goes, hey, I paid this credit card off that I never thought I'd pay off. We have a freaking celebration.
It's true.
We love that. Hey, I just got a new job. They're paying me $3 more an hour than I used to make. Fantastic. That's awesome. What are you doing with that $3?
right.
Because we don't celebrate it long. We're always looking at the next money
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, because I got a sign-on bonus when I went to that assisted living place.
And where is it?
It was spent because my car needed it.
So
My car needed it.
I did a financial consult, and he's still supposed to come on this show at some point with somebody you know who worked last year, made $55,000 and had like 3,000 in his account to show for it because he pissed away the rest.
So you're willing to live at home. Now, the next steps for you, go to the bank. Number two, why didn't you own a house with that amount of money?
See, my goal right now, my short-term goal is just to finish school because I do not want to drop out.
Why
Why do you want to
still
finish school though?
Because I want to obtain a surgical technician job.
Are you sure?
No,
Because at the beginning of this, you said you're not sure what you want to do.
no, but I have been looking into surgical technician jobs that get $50K a year. And it's a 2-year school, you get associates and you work in an OR all day.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Do you want to do something for the money or you want to do something you like?
I want to do something I like. That's why I'm looking still in the medical field. That's why I'm not as much looking into office right now. I like working with people. You say I should probably work with people. That's why I'm still looking at medical field.
So I will tell you, the most fun I've had at jobs is coaching, and the most I've ever made in a season coaching is $5,800. And the most fun I've ever had coaching is when I spent money. Or last year when I made, I want to say Chris paid me about $700. And I told him, I said, you overpaid me. You don't need to do this. And he goes,
Right.
yeah, but you have gas. You drive to Coopersville. I'm going to give you money. It's the most fun I ever had on a field. I mean, we won 24 freaking games. It was awesome.
Winning is nice.
But when I look at it, you know, that's not the job that pays me. It never has been.
Mhm.
I like my job. I'm great at my job. I am the best in the world at what I do. But if I could get paid, you know, to sit there and coach softball, when I get paid to work for Priority, I would do that
Right.
because I have a passion for softball. I love softball.
Mhm.
If they would pay me that kind of money to sit here and talk about money all day, I would do that. I love talking about money. I literally, it's why Nick and I do it. We give away all this free shit because we just like talking about it. We, you know, we're not looking to make money on it. I mean, if somebody wants to give us money, by all means, we will take it. I like stouts and porters. Nick will drink damn near anything. So I mean, we'll take it in beer. We don't care.
That's a factual statement. I say we have on Podbean that we go live on.
We do?
So we've made money on that. So we are
About an hour
Yeah,
now.
we've officially been
We
successful.
have.
So you're still thinking medical. Why are you not in school?
Okay, there's the story.
Yeah, go.
I mental health, I got onto pills, I went through a lot of crying, and if anyone really knows me, I don't cry at all. I deal with my problems by stuffing it in. And then my stepmom was like, okay, well, you should probably go to the doctor, get on something. And I did, and it worked tremendously. And then I lost my grandfather about a week after. And then I dropped my classes, and it said I had no penalties for dropping. I said, okay, because I was put on academic probation because I failed all my classes in spring.
Why?
I was being very, very stupid.
Okay, elaborate.
I wasn't hanging out with the wrong crowd. I wasn't focusing on school like I should have. I was procrastinating. If I didn't pass something, I said, oh, well, the next one, try harder. And that was my mentality. And I said, I need to change it. So going in, I got 2 summer classes, and then I dropped them because mental stuff. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I thought my academic probation was going to be pushed to my fall classes. I signed up for 3 classes. I said, these are the ones I can pass. I'll be fine. And then I was getting ready a week before class. I was on vacation. I got an email saying you need to send an appeal to the board for school to say why we can let you back for classes this fall because of academic suspension. I said, okay, I'll send you appeal. I'll send you my third party documentation saying why I'm on my pills. And they denied it, and there was nothing that I can't take classes until winter of 2022,
Okay.
which is next semester. I thought at the time they meant next winter. I was like, that's 3 semesters. I need to get back to school. So right then and there, I was like, okay, what colleges are near me? What can I apply for? I applied for MCC, which was Muskegon Community College. I applied that day in the car back to my grandparents because I was thinking of what's next. I need classes. But it just ended up being winter is when I can go back. So
And again, when you have questions like this, what might you do?
ask.
You can always call Coach. Coach has ideas, always.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can start back
Winter.
in winter, which is
Yup.
January.
Yes.
So it is September.
Yep.
You work 1 day a week.
Yes.
What are we doing to remedy that?
This is when my kicked out situation got in. I just worked 4 hard months at a factory overtime. And my mentality was going back to school. I don't work during school, which is what I said.
Mhm.
I was ready, and then they got that. And then I said, okay, I'm only gonna work 1 day a week. And then I said I was gonna do something during the week. My parents need help around the house. Tell me, I'll be willing to do anything. I've always told them that. And then that's how I approached it because I want to be an adult. So I said, let's approach it like an adult, which didn't go over well with, you know how my dad is.
I do.
So they looked at me and they said bye to my face, and I was kicked out because I chose to only work 1 day a week with my aunt instead of the 40 hours that they wanted. I explained to them the best way I could, and they didn't see it that way.
So back to what are you gonna do the rest of the week? You work 1 day. It's September.
Anything really, if
No,
like
it's not anything. And how long have you been working 1 day?
started 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So you've had a couple weeks now to get in the flow of, you've had some time off.
Yep, and I've noticed I've gotten like a routine, which is me normally at home. But every day I have been going out, but I think that's just coincidence. That's how things happened. I happen to have plans every day.
So what do you want to do to make money on those other days? Right now, you're not starting school again until January.
Right.
So what are we gonna do to make money on at least 4 other days in a week?
I said I was gonna cut down my spends that I normally spend when I was working 5 days a week.
And that's great, but what are we gonna do to make money? I'm not talking how you're gonna save money. I'm asking what you're gonna do to make money.
You're
No,
doing
there's
nothing to make
always
money.
something.
You're doing nothing to make money.
No, if I
So-
can pick up odd ends.
So you're content with just, and this is fine, right? Like, I get where he's going, but like, to me, it's fine.
Right,
Okay, so you're gonna do nothing.
yes,
You're gonna not spend money except for you don't have a freaking clue how much you make during your 1 week.
One
One
day.
day a week, 1 day a week. You have no idea. So you're only gonna spend that amount of money. So you're gonna maintain, let's say, $10,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
For who knows how long.
yes,
Okay. And you're gonna go back to school.
yes.
Okay. And you're gonna pay, what is it up to?
I
$100
think
a
it's
credit
about
hour?
1,500 a semester is what I was looking at.
Okay.
Okay,
And so
Yeah.
you're gonna just finance that off the money you have in the bank.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm still working every summer to get my money.
Every summer, 1 day a week.
No, in the summer I
you'll
work.
work 40
In the
hours.
summer,
Yes.
you'll make your money,
Yes,
and then you'll just take the rest of it off, except for the
During
1 day a
school.
week. Okay.
yes. I
So you're-
was
so you're
planning
not in
1 day a
school.
week, even during school.
So you're not in school,
No.
and now you could get ahead of the game. You can invest in IRA. you
Yep,
could
if
do
I wanted
things.
to, I have the option. I could go back. You guys can very try to convince me to work
I don't
40
give a shit what
hours.
you do. Your life does
I'm
not.
set.
I want you to know your life does not impact my life.
You could go
It's
back to
more
the
like-
factory.
No matter what you say to me, granted, this guy cares more about you than I do.
Yeah.
I want to see you successful because David knows you, but otherwise, really, your life doesn't impact mine.
Yeah,
So,
no, yeah,
so what you're telling me is you could go back to the factory,
yeah,
which you don't want to do.
no.
Okay, so what
I
are you?
have options if I wanted
What
to.
are you going to do to make money?
I have options if I wanted
What
to
are
make
they?
more money.
So you don't want to make money.
Lay down the options you have.
Okay, so I have my aunt. I can go there 1 day a week to clean our house for $20 is what I said. That's about gas for me. Cause I
$20
don't
an
let
hour?
it get
$20 the whole time.
$20 just to clean our house. Depending on how long it takes.
Are you looking for a part-time job? Because I will pay you $20 to clean my
I
house.
will definitely pay you $20 to clean my
So
house.
anybody know, $20.
Well, yeah,
Are you looking for a job? $20? So you can come clean my house. $20 flat.
Seriously, you wanna
I
come
pay
clean
my-
my house?
I
I'll
pay-
pay you $20.
I pay my cleaners during turnover $1.25 to $2.50 I've paid max, but that was a very dirty house.
Seriously, you wanna make some money, come to my house, $20.
Yeah, I was just doing odd end things.
But you
I
don't
said,
want it. Why don't you want to make money?
Because I'm set. Of course.
You're
I
not
wanna
set,
make
Jesus
You
money.
are not, set. Can
Holy
you
shit
retire?
balls!
Can you retire today?
That's not what I mean
No,
by
no,
set.
can you retire today?
No,
Then
that's
you are
what
not
I
fucking
meant.
set.
Holy shit! Thank you, David. That
Oh
was
my God,
That
That's
was
what
I
I
epic.
meant. That's
I
not
can't
what
wait to tell your dad that you are just set.
That's not what I meant. I'm
Don't
just
tell
like,
him that.
I'm fine with how things are going in my life.
So-
Like I'm set.
So
with my
you
life
don't
right
wanna
now.
work.
No,
why.
I don't honestly have the best answer. It's just
You
I don't
just
want
wanna
to.
hang out.
Yeah.
Are your parents struggling right now in life?
If they are, they don't involve me.
I guarantee they are.
Just
Um,
say, I'm just gonna tell you yes.
Yeah, they are.
Here,
Yeah.
here's the deal.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like, so they probably won't accept rent from you.
They don't. They cry about me wanting to spend money, but they won't ask. They'll harp on me about it. They'll yell at me about
Right,
it.
because they understand the struggle, right? So like
Yeah.
as a parent, as a kid that comes from this side of things,
Right.
but like if you offered it wouldn't go far, right? But like there's things where again your car went down and you felt like shit. So what
Right.
happens when your car goes down again? You don't have the money. Now you're gonna dip into your savings and then you don't have money to go to college and then
Right.
right. So like I'm not a what if, but I'm a very long-term thinker, right?
Mhm.
So You're gonna drive to CC every day. You're gonna pay for parking, which is fuck back in my day, like $12 a day.
$3.50 every day.
Oh my gosh, which is stupid, right? So like
Very
gas,
Yeah.
you're everything. Like this is so
What are your bills
gas.
your parents pay for your phone
Yes.
and your insurance?
and your insurance
Yes.
and not your repairs in your car. Why don't they pay for the repairs in your car?
Because I am under warranty, they pay for my oil change.
Wait, you have a new car?
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
2018 used.
So
I have a 2010 sitting outside.
Because
best
I am
car I've
very
ever owned in my life.
fortunate. I am an only grandchild, an only niece, and an only child.
yeah,
So
she,
I
she
get-
is very similar to the shit
I'm
that I
very
had
hard.
go on,
I
except
went
I had
through
way
a
more
hard
money.
life, but I understand both sides of the story.
Let's say
So-
you guys enjoy it.
I get the wanting to hang out for a bit, because I did that for like 2 or 3 years. I
Yeah.
hung out.
There's probably more
And-
reasons.
And you know what I think now that I'm 44 years old about those 2 or 3 years I hung out?
Yeah.
I wish I had a time machine to go back in time and beat the shit out of myself because I wasted too much time hanging the fuck out. Stop hanging out.
But I haven't because this is where it comes in where I didn't really have a childhood. I had to grow up young.
So
So
did
I
I.
need my times back now.
Yeah, I understand all that, and that's great. But guess what?
It's not
You're
always gonna be like
19,
that.
you're 19 years old.
I know.
Do you want to hustle now or do you want to hustle when you're 60?
Now.
So let's start hustling. So again, you work 1 day a week.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do for money?
Find it elsewhere.
How?
Odd end jobs.
Doing what?
Whatever people need.
Good, I'll pay you
Return
20
cans.
bucks to come clean my house.
I know many. I have return cans.
People will pay you money to come clean their house. Go clean their fucking house.
I will. I have my brother, my aunt. I have many people.
Then you need to do that.
I will. I haven't got into asking people.
I don't care if you're doing it now or you want to take another week or so to find yourself. That's great. You want to take a week to find yourself, go for it. But then you need to start hustling for money. Okay. This is the part where I'm going to sit there and be a coach again because that's what I have to be.
I just hustled for money.
You need to
For hard
continue
times.
hustling for money. You're 19 years old. It only gets worse.
So
I'm telling you this is somebody that tried to die 2 months ago, okay? Go hustle.
So let's talk about this, okay? So, real quick, I heard I get wanting to hang. I do. I've been there. I'm in that spot in my life right now, right? Which you don't get to see.
He got fired, he hung out.
I did. I did.
Literally, I hung out with him.
But like, right? So I have inspections on my properties and stuff like that. I'm doing what you say you did. So I have 1 month to finish repairs on a property.
Mhm.
If I keep this up, so we'll go back. All right, so I have inspections scheduled on my property. Okay,
Right.
and I always do my pre-inspection to make sure it's gonna pass inspection.
Right.
So I did my pre-inspection Sunday, and I have inspection on Monday. Mind you, Sunday morning, David sees it on Facebook. Drive to Menards,
Car accident.
driving home, literally fucking totaled my car. So you see the wrap, right?
Yes.
So I hop out of the car, I call my contractor, I call my wife, and my wife comes and she's like, hey, blah, 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 hospital this. And I was like, fuck you, I gotta get this done. Like, I'm not spending 10 grand when I know it can only cost me like $100, right? Like, here, you know, I say that because it's ridiculous. But if they have to come back, it costs me $150 per unit. It already cost me $200 a unit for them to inspect.
Right.
I am not paying this $150 extra. So there's things in life that you'll never see. All right, so we look at your future, okay? And this is how I look, and this is how I become successful. Future. You have enough money to pass CC.
Yes.
Congrats. Do you have enough money to pass Ferris?
No.
No, go fucking get that. And when you walk out of Ferris, I tell you what, I went to CC, right, for a year, actually 3/4 of a year. I ended up getting a bowling scholarship to Davenport University, went to Davenport for a year. took on a little bit of debt for that because I had a half ride scholarship. I would have been so much more successful given 2 more years of real estate, but
And pocketing the money from Devon.
right. And I'm not saying you have to do what I did. So my schedule, I worked Sunday night, went to school directly, went home, slept for 4 hours into Monday, went back to work Monday night, went home, slept for 2 hours, went to school, went home, slept for 2 hours, went to work, went straight to school, slept for 4 hours, and then did the 2-4, like 2-2-4. Yeah, like, right. I wanted it, right? I just wanted to be done with school. Like I was gonna, because they always said the average 4-year degree takes you 5. And I was like, no, this average 4-year degree is gonna take me 3, right? Like
Yeah.
I want to be done. I hate school. I can't stand it. I'm not a learner. I don't do this well. Like the faster I can get done with it, the faster I can make money.
Right.
In my mind, I want to make money. So go start prepaying for these things, right? Like, you don't have to help your family out if you don't want to. It's your choice, right? But like when you talk about, yeah, hey, my family will do this. I come from this. I have this, but you can pay your family back even if they won't accept rent. You can be like, hey, let's go to dinner. Hey, let's do these things, right? Like if you're that family person,
Mhm.
you can make their, like, Halloween's coming up, right? Let's have a Halloween party. Cool. You're gonna pay for the cake. You're gonna pay for the bloody ice cream with strawberry toppings. You're gonna do this type of stuff, right?
Right.
Like you can impact the world in a better way, right? I specifically think getting your college paid up front, you're gonna be so much more successful. You're not gonna stress later in life, right?
Right.
The less stress I have later in life, the easier my life will be eventually. Like it sucks now, but I'll live like a king later, right?
Right.
And when you realize that, it defines success, right? Like, I mean, you feel so much more comfortable retiring now versus before you started investing.
Oh,
right?
absolutely,
Like,
I do. Well, I mean, Caitlin's a great example too.
it's like,
She coached you and I was able to pay for CC for her up until her last couple of semesters, which she finally started
Mhm.
paying.
But we talked about your journey, and right? Like,
Yeah.
you guys went into bankruptcy, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
Donna and I
it's
filed bankruptcy.
not
Hell yeah,
a
we
fucking
did.
secret, right? But like, if you could avoid that aspect of things, like you're
Well,
19 years old and you have 10 grand.
my number one goal with my daughter was you will not go into debt.
Yeah.
So I paid for things so she could take every dime she made and put it away.
Yeah.
Which is why, at the beginning of the year, she had about $65,000 in different vehicles making her money. Now, yeah, she's had to touch about 6,000 or 7,000 because, she had surgery and hasn't been able to work like she normally would.
Sure.
But she has that luxury to go, well, I got $6,000.
But that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, there's going to be a point, something's going to happen.
Right.
I don't know what it's going to be. I can't predict it. I've never once been hit by an airbag. I literally totaled my fucking car. Like, boom, there it was 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
And the guy gets out and goes, I'm sorry, I got into a fight with my girlfriend. I was upset. And I was like, just holy shit, who the hell's up at 7:30 besides me? Apparently it's the one asshole that's pissed.
Well,
Right? Like,
this morning, that's funny. I
it sucks.
cross my fingers, my parents don't listen to this. I got into an accident this morning on the highway. Luckily, none of the cars had damage, so it was nothing. We have no insurance, but yeah, I've been falling in these lucks, and luckily,
Luck runs out.
luck has been on my side, but who knows how many other cases I'm gonna have luck with.
Well,
You don't need to plan for, so like
Like, who knows? I
Our-
just,
you don't know what tomorrow is bringing.
Right.
So I coached you for upwards of 4 years. How
yeah,
many games did I miss?
0.
Do you know how many games I missed in 8 years there?
Probably 1.
None.
0.
None.
None.
You know, in my 17-year, 18-year coaching history, how many games I've missed?
1.
I've missed one. It was this year when I was in the hospital. I sat there and followed the game on Game Changer the entire time. On my way to the hospital, I called my catcher and told her, you need to call the game tomorrow. She goes, are you okay? I said, no, I'm going to the hospital, but you got this. You'll be fine. You
Yeah.
need to call the game tomorrow. Technically, it was 2 games because it was doubleheader.
Double. Yeah.
But Right, so the
You don't
idea is
know.
it's not that you don't know, but like you do know, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not that you know what's coming for negatives, you know what's coming for debt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what's
So,
ahead of me.
One of my biggest things I used to tell people, and it was kind of a joking matter, was I hate buying birthday presents, Christmas presents, all these gifts, right?
Yeah,
Because especially when I was in my grind and my hustle, it's like, man, that 20 like ends up being like $400 fucking for people. And I'm like, fuck, man.
Right.
And then so like I get more successful and I'm like, I really wish that when my niece or nephew was born or whatever, I could just buy them a house.
mhm,
That's their house. That's the gift they're getting. Fuck you, it's yours. Like, I don't want to buy you another gift for 18 years. When
right,
you graduate high school, that's yours. When you graduate college, consider it fucking already paid. I am paid in full. Like, I wish that there was a way to just go way far ahead and say, hey, Nick, you're going to get cancer and you're going to have $100 million in debt. And like, my ass would sit here and look at $100 million in debt and go, all right, cool. I need this to fall in place. $100 million. I'm still worth 300 million. Like, in my head, that's how it works. And so, like, that Ferris is going to cost you money. That CC costs you money. Yeah, you're covered for a little bit, but like, you don't know where that next dollar is coming from.
yeah, because
Go get it.
my car might be totaled and I might have to go buy another one and I have to touch into all
even-
my funds.
Not even total.
You never
Like,
know.
not even total. Like, your motor could blow, your transmission
Yeah.
could go out, it doesn't like,
Chris, the other day, somebody backed into his wife's vehicle. It's got $4,000 worth of damage.
Yeah,
and that's just it. Like, there's no judging what could be, right?
Right.
So all we're saying is I get wanting to hang, and because when I was at CC, granted for I would have time during class, so I don't want to tell everybody like I could have gone and take like 30-minute naps or whatever,
Right.
but like I'm not the kind of person that can nap and like get right back up and be like
Mhm.
focused. But you know what? I tell you what, I was the kid who was in line at Subway. It shows, right? But like I paid cash for my Subway, right? Like, oh hey, my friends wanted to walk to the Asian place
Yeah.
right down the road. Oh, dude, mine's paid in cash, right? Like I paid all my semesters in cash. I paid for my books in cash.
right,
I had everything in cash. Like I went to Davenport. I did take on debt. I didn't need to. I had some type of funds, but like I knew that it was if in 4 years, it
mhm,
was just smarter to take. Like I paid for all my books. I paid for my expenses besides my class. I was like, I'll take on just the debt of my classes because no matter who you are, like even on a bowling scholarship, guess what I'm there for? Bowling. In every sport, they will offer you all of your equipment. In bowling, college isn't paying for my bowling balls. If you want to be competitive, oh, here's $150 plus drilling. Here's this,
Yep.
here's this. And yes, you get a discount on like you can get a brand new ball for 150. I can get it for 70. But if I get caught selling that bowling ball, oh, there goes everything, right? So me, it's like, all right, I'm still $150 in. And granted, I had only used equipment, right? So my wife and I, we were married probably a year, maybe two. That was the first time I ever had a brand new bowling ball. Everything else was used except for my first plastic bowling ball when I was 12 and a half. My mom bought that one because it was only $60 a day, included drilling at the time. I never had a brand new bowling ball. I averaged about 220 something. When I got new equipment, I got my sponsor. I started averaging 240 mark, and I go, holy shit! Like new equipment will do things.
Yeah.
So you start to understand. But like all I'm saying is, I still had expenses. Like I had
Right.
so much to do. It just you're not going to understand that when you graduate college. Like here's how my mind works. Right? When you graduate college, what are you going to do?
work,
Okay. And do
start
what?
family,
Start a family. Okay, so
right,
great. So you need a house, you need food, you
Yeah.
need things like you can take on debt in college. You can't take on. I mean, you can take on debt in life, but like that's just stupid. Like you're already working,
right,
so you're still gonna live at home when you're 40, taking to pay back this money that you've borrowed. Like, I mean, right now I asked you why you don't have a house. Like you have 10 grand, go put that down in $100,000 place, right? That's 10%. I mean, you put 5% down, get a conventional mortgage, get rid of PMI. And granted, you need the income to show for it, but like, there's so much you could. Even if you said, "Hey, how do I do this?" I would tell you to move out of your parents' house. I would say, go buy. I don't know, a single family house with 4 bedrooms. Go buy a duplex. Go buy anything. Start making your money off of that, and then you'll pay for your stuff. Like, hey, I know I want to be at Ferris. You know what I would do? Start searching for houses by Ferris because
Yeah.
I can live here for free. When I get to Ferris, I'll rent it out for 2 years to people, make all that money. And then when I get to Ferris, I have a bedroom and I still rent out the other 3 rooms or whatever. And then they're paying it and they just have no idea, right? Like, oh, hey, I'm just the new roommate. Cool. Hey, yes, keep sending your check back to whatever LLC. This is how life
Yeah.
is. Like
I know someone who does that.
100%,
They
right?
live
Like,
off of the other people's rent.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is life.
People do it all the time.
yep.
That's me. I live off other people's rent.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are the things we're talking about on what are you gonna do? How are you gonna make money? I'm not saying go buy a place. I'm saying you need to start hustling to figure out where that next dime's coming
You
from.
need to
That-
not go in debt.
that next dime is important, okay? That next quarter is important. You don't have the luxury of Bill Gates where you see the $100 bill floating down the road and you're like, fuck it, I don't need that $100.
Even at that, so like your every dollar you invest right now in your before you're 20 and in your 20s up until you're 30, how much do you think that's worth when you retire?
A lot more.
No, like tell me how much you think.
Like probably double or triple.
So you think it's
put
worth
in.
you think it's worth $3?
Yeah,
Awesome. That's really great that you think that. It's actually worth $88.
really.
Every fucking dollar that you put in right now. So when you turn between your 30s, so your mid 20s to your 30s, it actually drops. How much do you think it drops by?
20%.
No, it's actually shit tons. It goes to $33. Right. So every dollar that you invest right now at this young of age, you want to know how your grandparents did it? Because technically they did this. They're like, hey, it's going to be worth this. And it wasn't really worth it. They're just still paying the pension. Why do you think there's no jobs with pensions out there? I mean, people
Yeah.
people learn the hard way. So all I'm saying is like every dollar is worth 88 right now. Even if you go get a job and just invest, you say, hey, I'll take on debt, I'll do whatever. It's worth $88. You'll get out of that debt. But soon, like 25 or whatever, it turns to $33, right? Because that 10 years of or 8 years of span of life
Mhm.
is worth so much more. That's why, like when I told you I started my betterment for my daughter at 6 months old.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know. They don't have the calculation for how much it's going to be worth, but
You could probably estimate.
no, I had no idea. Like if I had to guess, I guess $250 each dollar that I invest for her.
Well, I can tell you right now on Caitlin's betterment, it's return on investments around 38%.
30, yeah, so I think I hit 42 the other day.
So I mean, for every dollar she puts in, it's paying her out $38.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are the things you look at.
It'll drop. I mean,
It absolutely will. Her and I sat down, looked at her investments, and she goes, I don't understand what any of this means. I said, you want to make 8. Right now, you're making somewhere between 30 and 60.
Yep.
And you know, that's not gonna last.
Yep.
But she's 26. Again, she's making a ton of money right now.
Yep.
So what we look at is, because you're 19, if you take that money and invest it, let's say you invest $1,000 tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, and the market tanks and now it's worth $5. Does that suck?
Yeah.
Absolutely sucks. Do you need that $1,000?
Necessarily, probably not. No.
Okay, so leave it in there for 10 years. Do you think it's gonna stay shitty for 10 years?
No.
Or you think in 10 years that
It'll probably.
initial $1,000 you put in is now possibly worth, I don't know, 10?
Right.
Because what it's gonna do is it's gonna go down and then it's gonna come up and then it's gonna go down and then it's gonna come up. And because you're so young, you can let it take those risky investments and you don't need that money.
yeah. I know we're hard on you, but
No, it's good.
it's my family was all factory. My family is a very steel case factory
Yeah.
people. My mom. So here's the shit that's happening in my life right now. My mom is 58. She is September.
It's September.
She is 2 months from being 59. Okay. She had foot surgery 11 months ago. Today's the 21st.
Yes.
She has officially 1 month from today to get back to her job. If not, she loses her career. Right? They will terminate her / joint leave, whatever. So you can only be on so now she has to try for disability, right? Like in your life, she now has to just hope Social Security comes through, shift to hope disability comes through.
Right.
I will financially teach her how to use her 401 that she's invested, take the huge, she'll have a huge hit, but like, if she lasts till 90, she'll die with $0,
Right.
right? She'll be broke as shit. She'll hate life at that point, right? Like now, don't live your life to hate your life in the end, right? Like live it now so that you enjoy it in the end, just like you see what your grandparents are doing.
Yeah.
I assume, right? Like, you know, did you have friends that had cottages or cabins or anything like that?
I'm the friend.
Right? So like your parents had that. Like
Yeah. I
I
have the nice.
it took me, I'm 30. I was probably 24 when I first got invited to my first cabin. And now I have multiple friends with things. But like it took me that long to get around people with
Yeah.
money, right? Like when we ate it was spaghetti, right? Like
Mhm.
we were poor. We didn't have cabins, we didn't have cottages.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, right? Like still love them.
We've done episodes on how to eat on the cheap. Next,
Mhm.
like buy a head of lettuce, cut it up 4 ways.
I'm going home tonight to eat a salad, so
Yeah.
I got that going for me.
Yeah.
But right, like you talk about going out, and it's like, man, I don't trust me. I go out.
Yeah.
I go out. I probably spend more money on food than almost all of our listeners.
You know what the best part about slow pitch being over is?
You don't have to go. Through
I don't have to go out on Tuesday nights anymore.
saving that money.
Because, you know, the girls would be like, hey, let's go get a drink. And I mean, I wasn't drinking, but I'll go hang out. And then, you know, my wife would have a drink or two and she'd order some food. And I'm sitting here going, shit, I just spent $50.
Yep. Also, I love bowling season, but I hate it, right? We were talking about that.
Oh,
My bar tab is never below $100.
uh-huh.
33 weeks, that's $3,300, bare minimum.
No, again, we talk about the place that I took Caitlin to get a steak.
Yeah.
I'd walk out of there with $110 bar and food tab.
Yep, that's without the other money going out.
Right.
So, you know what? I guess so. We are really pushing a lot of time here. What questions do you have? What do you want from us? What do you want from yourself?
And kind of where Nick's going with that is they cut us off on Podbean after 2 hours, but if, you know, we need to continue.
Oh, yeah, we'll
start
hit play
another one.
again. Here we go.
So, but anyways, answer that question.
3 questions.
3 questions.
Yes. What do you want from us? What are you looking for? And what do you want in yourself?
No, it's just a lot of it is like I'm unsure about a lot of things and questions about a lot.
Cool.
Like going
Hit
to
us.
Godwin, you don't get taught what to do with money. How
They
to
did not
invest.
equip you to literally do anything.
And my parents or my family doesn't want to get into that because they see I'm not at that point in life right now. So they don't want to put more pressure on me about worrying how to do something like what you guys are talking about, invest. Like they see that
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not at that point yet.
At the same time, I love your dad
I know.
and I love your stepmom. Do they know how to invest?
Probably not.
I mean, we have a vacation
They're
house.
they're hitting it. My
Grandparents have their
grandparents.
vacation house.
So it's my aunt and my uncle, my grandparents, they sit on the nicer side of money. They know how to invest.
What do you think nicer side of money is?
Like they live
Just pick.
like Coach. They
Pick a
live,
number.
You pick Coach?
I don't have many people to pick from. I'm either on the wealthy side or I'm on the more poor side.
What do you think
is the
wealthy is?
question.
My grandparents.
How much
How
a
much
year?
is that?
I have no idea.
Okay,
They're
but
pretty
again,
wealthy.
give us a number. 100,000, 200,000,
Sure, there.
500,000.
You think $100,000 is wealthy?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I don't know what wealthy is.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I know that's the problem. That's what we're trying to explain. Like,
So I can tell you right now what my net worth is. $722,000.
Is that good?
Right.
no,
No, it's
to
it's
me it's
okay.
not, right? Like,
No,
Dave,
what's
See, I
yours?
don't know.
a lot.
How much north of 7? Not 700, but you know, 7 figures.
A decent amount.
See? So Nick is a decent amount over $1 million. He's 10 years younger than me. He started way earlier than me.
Yeah.
I
And
can
I'm-
boast the fact that I have 2 houses,
And I'm
okay?
broke as fuck.
Yeah, and mind you, we both will tell you all the time, we're broke as shit. Okay, I don't have $700,000 that I can tap right now.
Right.
I have investments. I have 2 houses, which, you know, one of them has a mortgage. But even with the mortgage, I mean, that'll be paid off in 9 more years because I'm smart with my money and I'm throwing every extra dime I can at it. Okay, I bought the house for 132,000 in Byron. I could sell it right now for 230,000 without trying, without doing a fucking thing.
Yeah,
I'd make $100,000 on it. I owe less than 100,000 on it. So I mean, I could pocket 130,000.
one just across the street went for
I'll buy it.
180.
No,
Buy it for 230.
Yeah.
no. I could probably get more.
180. Do you live?
I live,
She lives around the block from Godwin.
Yeah, say
literally,
I own 7 houses in that area.
really, I live on Burt Street and she
Nope.
lives on Floyd.
So
I know
no,
Floyd.
I own south of 36th and north of 44th. So, yeah, it's weird. I actually just tried buying a house on Friday.
When don't you, honestly? So I mean, you know, you need to sit there and look at what do you consider rich? I'll tell you right now, at $700,000, I'm not rich. I'm okay.
No.
But I have said ever since I moved into my neighborhood, I could buy and sell every motherfucker on my block except for maybe one. Because they're all mortgaged to their ass. They don't have any money. They have credit.
Right.
I have credit too. My credit score is about 740, Nick.
I'm actually I think 749.
So I mean, you know, we know what those things are because we value what our money is, what our credit scores are, because we know what it'll do for us.
Yeah, see.
Okay, I taught Caitlin that at a young age. She knows what her credit score is. It's higher than mine.
Mine is actually 780. I just pulled it because I tried to get a HELOC and I got denied.
Well, you have no
Yeah,
job.
looks
I know, it's weird how that works.
I don't better than Zeppy.
So
Credit card.
right, like we will
We will keep doing this with you. Okay, we will have more of these, whether, you know, another one happens in 5 minutes or whether it happens a month or 2.
So what you need to do is you need to go out and Google, like you're a technology person, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So Google budgeting sheet. Do you have a printer?
You don't
I do,
have to Google budgeting sheet.
You
I
can
have
make it
budgets.
yourself.
Oh, that's right. Bucks and Brews has it.
Bucks and Brews has their own budget that I email out to people.
And say, well, but you need to make sure that this happens, right? So for you to tell me that you have no idea how much is in any of your accounts pisses me off. $12 pisses me off, right? Like $12.50 every month. It just blows my mind. Like it makes me angry because it's like literally, hey, why don't you give me, I will show you my bank account that shows 10 grand. I will take your 10 grand. I will sit there and every month I will just take $12 off of it. And you can keep putting money with me. I will be your bank for $12. Like this is worth it to me, right? Like, hey,
I'll
Nick,
undercut them. I'll do it for 6.
Nick, just Dick. Nick, just make sure make sure the money's there when it's there. I will guarantee your money is there all day, every day for the rest of my life. I will guarantee your money is there for $12 a month.
Yeah, I just thought that was
Yeah.
okay. If I don't know any
My mom
else,
did
I
have
just
it.
say it's okay.
Yeah.
Part
If my
of the
parents
problem,
don't say anything,
it's
wrong.
not only your school.
How
but
much is your car payment?
150, 175, between.
Shouldn't change.
I don't know it.
She doesn't know because she don't pay it.
So, right, so budget needs to be a thing.
Oh, mine's
Uh,
200.
You know-
Mine's newer
David,
and,
Oh, that's right. You do car payments.
I do car
and
payments.
it's under my grandparents.
How much do you
so
think
it's
mine
very
is?
I'm
nice.
under my mom's.
Your,
Yeah, car payment.
what do you have, a 2010?
I have a 2010 Scion XB. I have a 2003 Dodge Ram. I have an 04 Honda Pilot
I know
and
the
an
answer.
04,
Is it like 3 something?
and I have an 04 Honda VTX
Probably
1800.
around 550.
Rawr.
I know how.
0?
$0, 0 cents, right? Because I pay cash for my vehicles because you're a fucking moron if you take loans.
I take loans for it.
I know you do. No, but like, right, so like, to me, it's just my wife, okay, so I was gonna talk about this earlier. My wife's vehicle died. She called me, she's like, hey, where are you? And I was like, I'm on this side of town. She's getting ready to bring my daughter to gymnastics, and she goes, hey, my car battery light did this. Thought you tested the alternator. And I was like, we did. They said it was fine. Granted, my wife went to school for auto tech. Just to let everybody know. So whatever, she goes there. I meet her at gymnastics. We watch my daughter. I go over to Meyer, pull up to her car, pop the hood. Neutral came off of her battery. I said, "Hey, it's too loose. We're gonna have to change the terminal at some point." But like, right, that's all it was. But her exhaust is broken. It's $1,900 to fix the exhaust. Car's worth. I don't know, I could probably honestly, if I waited forever, I can get the full $4,000. But if I had to get rid of it, 3,200.
Yep.
I mean, because car prices are high. So this weekend we're actually taking off to Chicago.
Okay.
It was not planned. It's nowhere near it. But I found 4 Honda Pilots with 120 to 135,000. I can go pay $4,500 in cash or less. I'll negotiate like a mother, and I will walk away with a Honda Pilot. My wife will drive that home. I will drive my car back home, and we'll sell hers. And I literally will probably do a trade because yes, I'll lose the $100 in gas, whatever, but I'm really going to be just fine. It's just, these financial decisions that you make, if you're paying interest out and you're losing $12 a month, like you're doing something wrong. Okay. My goal is to make sure that you do what's right. I'm more of a philosopher, I guess, than David, right? Because like I want you to do what's right in life, and I want you to do what's right with money as well. Because if you fuck somebody over, don't ever come talk to me. David, he'll probably talk to you, but it won't be the same way, right? Like,
It'll depend on who you fuck over, honestly.
say,
If it's one of these plague rats, I'm okay with it.
right? Say, I get that, but you're able to stick around for a little bit.
Why you guys want to start another one?
We
Maybe.
do.
I have to wake up early because I have to go see my best friend's cousin.
Wake up in the morning.
Wake up early when?
7:30.
That's not early. Give me a break.
That's
All right.
early for her.
So
I think we're gonna cut this one off here, and then maybe we'll do another half hour or so.
yeah, say with Podbean for sure.
Yep.
YouTube, who knows? We might let that go.
I think we'll let that one keep going. So I'm gonna thank Pigeon Hill for their Oktoberfest and Arbor Brewing for their Oktoberfest. Excellent.
Bud Light, I do appreciate your generosity in my belly. Thank you so much. Bucks and Brews, you guys are great. Oh wait, that's us. Let's say, everybody that's on Podbean. I know you can subscribe to us. You can get it when we come on. Truly, we're gonna stop this one. We're gonna start another one. YouTube, I know we're talking to you. Now's a good time to say like, subscribe, share. We're gonna go back and say it again by the end of the video. So
Yep, absolutely. So thanks for joining us, and some of you will catch again here in a couple of minutes. And that one,
let's say we're ending that one.
and then we're gonna pause this one because
People listen to this live. This one.
That's
They can,
YouTube.
yeah.
So this is
this
Podbean.
one will upload to YouTube. I gotta get on that and upload some more.
So let's say we are
We are on the air again with Bucks and Brews.
let's say
This will be 2 episodes for us, but that's all right.
at
'Cause I'm
least
here.
huge shout outs about that. Well, it's because you're that screwed up and what your financials.
This is what I needed, though.
Right.
I will honestly probably take and upload this off of the video. That way we have everything as one instead of choppy and
Sure.
stuff.
So, we were talking real quick about how you're just you're being lazy, and B, you're just being lazy, right? And I mean that, and like you're not doing the right things to save $12 a month. You're not willing to go out and work to get to the next step. I get some of it, but the other parts of it, right? Like there's stuff you can control.
Right.
And if you are the person that looks at me and says, hey, I just really want to take this time off, that's completely fine with me, but don't let things that you can control that is time off affect your life. And $12 a month affects your life.
Right.
Like, again, that's one time going out with your friends. That's one time putting, getting out to Grand Haven, I don't just to see the sunset. I don't care what your goal, what your want, what your drive is. Just
How
make that
long
happen.
have you had this account?
I've had this account since I was born. My family's been putting into this account since I was born.
And you have $6,000.
Yeah, it was a lot higher, but I just used that money for a car. So
If they
You pay
charge,
cash for your car?
yeah, 6,000.
You paid cash for your car?
Transferred money into an account.
How much?
Her grandparents still pay.
Oh, your grandparents pay for the car. I get it. So you didn't pay cash for a car. I'm just kidding.
If,
No.
if the $12
They still have their money.
every month was charged from the time you were born until now, which it probably wasn't. Over $27,000.
Yeah, that's how much money I lost out on when I could probably be using it elsewhere.
You could have made $20 a month.
Yeah.
So you're going to school in the winter
Yes.
to make $50,000.
Yes.
Okay, and you're content with that.
No.
Okay.
Because I'm still thinking, I don't have a set plan, so I don't want to say yes to something I'm not sure about yet.
Okay, so what is it gonna take to make you sure?
I have to do a lot of research within these next few months. These next 4 months are hitting a lot of important stuff in my life. Like big choices like what's my next plan? Do I still want to go to Ferris? It's my next few year plans.
Okay,
Like, you know how in school they ask, what's your next 5 years look like? This is me planning it out right now. These
And-
next 4 months are gonna help me plan.
pretty sure to say in school, I don't know, they didn't really ask for my next 5 years. Like at job interviews, I think they asked me what 5 years look like and
Like,
10
where
years
do you
look
see
like.
yourself?
Yeah, and
That's our icebreakers.
like I say we talked about that in an episode, right? Like, where do you see me in this? Like that, like I always like I'm an asshole. Like in interviews, I am, right? Like,
Same.
where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, I see myself as CEO. No, be realistic. Okay, cool. So you've officially told me that you don't see myself running your company. You don't see that I have the potential. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And like the look on their face is just like, well, this dude wasn't fucking around. Like, no, like that's exactly what it is, right? Like, I will give you everything, and you need to get me on the right path to get me to that point. That's where I see myself. Where do you see me? Because if we're not on the same page on that,
Mhm.
that's where you fail.
Right.
And I will not work for a failing company. Right? Like, oh, you're gonna have to go to school and it's gonna take you at least 4 years. Great. When I do that, for the 1 year, you better make sure I get what I want. Right? Like because I went to an interview a while ago, right? They were hiring for, I don't know, anywhere between 80 and 120,000 a year. And they said, hey, where do you see yourself? And I said, retired. And they didn't like that answer. Oh, we're looking for somebody long-term. And I said, great, you want long-term? Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for about 250,000 to about $300,000 a year. I'm looking for at least 6 weeks vacation. I'm looking to buy into the company, right?
You're straightforward.
I'm very,
Right.
very honest. Like I
Honest to a fault.
And they either like it or they don't.
they don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not that no, I say right. And they're like, what do you mean buy into the company? I mean, like I know that you're family owned, you're privately held. Here's where I see it. Like, right. If you're looking for just an employee, that's not who I am, right? Like I'm an investor by heart. I learned that very late in my life, granted, like the past few years type thing, like that. Oh shit. I actually have money that I can do big money things, right? And now that I've met a lot of people in my life, money means nothing. I mean, like my personal money means something, but like investment money, God, dude. I mean, I don't care. I'll take down $1 million or $100 million fucking property right now. Like,
Well, there's that old saying of it's not bragging if it's true.
it's true.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll answer the way I think you will when I ask this. Who do I think the best softball coach is?
You.
Yeah, you're damn right. I think it's me.
You,
I have-
think it's
I
so.
have no problem telling everybody I'm the absolute best at it.
Yeah.
Am I honestly the best at it? No, I'm sure Hutch is a better coach than me. I'm sure Patrick Murphy from Alabama is a better coach than me. Sure. But do I run into anybody in high school wise that I think is better than me? Fuck no. I told Chris the other day, I want to play Wayland this year. I want to take on Sherry.
Mhm.
And I think I'm a better coach than Sherry. Now Sherry's a great coach. Hall of Fame coach.
will be.
I think I'm better.
No.
And that's not bragging to me. That's just me believing in myself and knowing what I offer. I think I'm, one of the best people out there with money. I get pissed off when people go to other people for money.
Yeah.
because I'm great at this.
Well, you know, I don't look at it that way. So like if people go to other people about real estate investing, I know for a fact I am not the best because there's so many different ways to do it. But if you do come to me and say, hey Nick, where should I invest my money for retirement? Dude, I got you all day, right? Like,
Exactly.
but like on real estate investing, I have friends that have gone from $0 all the way up to like 10 million bucks in 4 years. And people are like, you're full of shit. And I was like, no, I can literally, I know their entire process. Like, why, well, if they can do it, why don't you? Because that's not how I invest, right? That's not my goals. My goal is not to sit here and do this type of marketing, right? Like, here's where I'm comfortable. They're also willing to go out to these areas. I really want to stay within an hour from home, right?
Well,
Like,
when we look at like stocks as a great example.
yeah.
So,
Do you know what stocks are?
Yeah, they have it on Cash App, don't they?
so in the stock market, my philosophy is buy and hold.
Mhm.
So if I'm buying a stock, I'm gonna hold it for a long time. Nick likes to day trade. So he's gonna hold it for about 20 minutes. And then he's gonna get rid of it. And then 30 minutes later, he's gonna buy it again.
That's true.
And then a half an hour after that, he's gonna sell. And he's gonna do this just enough to stay under the day trading
That's true.
requirements so that he isn't classified a day trader.
Yep. So, and I
We both love to invest. We just have different ways to go about that investment. I don't sit there and go, yeah, I'm just gonna throw a shit ton of money at this company that I don't know anything about.
Right.
I will look into them, figure out if it's a good value or a bad value, and then I'll throw some money that way. So, but again, when I'm investing in a stock, I'm talking, $50 here, $100 there. I'm not talking, I'm gonna buy 10,000 shares of Apple because I don't have that kind of money to throw.
So one thing that hit me, and we didn't touch base on it too much last little bit of time. So you're doing nothing right now with your life.
Yes.
Just don't say that.
No,
You're-
straight
you're-
up.
No, you're doing something, right? Like you.
A little,
you're
yeah.
figuring things. So, if you could pick anything that you could be doing every single day, what would it be?
Probably working a dream job.
Which
Now,
is
What
what?
is that?
I don't know yet.
So, all right, tomorrow,
I'm
tomorrow,
figuring it out.
tomorrow you're hanging out with friends.
Right.
Do you like to share your experiences of hanging out with your friends with people?
Yeah.
So why are you not Snapchatting or TikToking the things that you do? Like, do you want to be a social media person, right? Like, okay, so,
What
Really?
I do on my own time, I don't really care about what other people think about it.
right, so like, if you could make fucking cotton candy, like 14 different colors, is that what you do? So like, here's my dream jobs, okay? And I only want to do them a few times. I want to be an auctioneer. I would love to ride a bull. I want to announce a horse race. I say, like, there's always like these like fun little niche things that I want to do with my life. And so like if I could pick, right, it'd be like to do like different things every day. Like, like Mike Rowe, have you ever seen Dirty Jobs?
Yes.
Right? Like he gets to go do different dirty jobs, and like I just want to go
Something
do like
different.
random jobs every day. Granted, like the learning aspect sucks, but like, yeah, that's what I do new things all day, every day.
So I started back to school in 16.
Right.
Do you know why I went back to school?
I thought it was because you didn't get your
GED. Oh
GED. Or
man.
whatever.
I graduated high school there. I wanted my bachelor's. Okay.
Who didn't then? I think that's what else.
And they mean. I went back for two reasons. One,
Beat your ass.
I wanted the degree in finance because I felt I could help kids like you.
Mhm.
Because the part where I was weaker back then was investments. Okay, I didn't know enough and I needed to learn more.
Right.
And the second reason is you need a bachelor's to coach at college.
To coach in college.
Yep.
Like coach.
Softball in college, you need a bachelor's degree.
Huh.
So that was the end goal for me.
Coaching college.
Yeah. Then I got fired. And I realized very quickly, probably within a week, that it was a hell of a lot less stressful not to be a head coach anymore. And literally the only reason I went back is because Chris coached under me for 2 years.
Mhm.
And I felt I owed him 2 years.
Right.
And that's all I planned on doing. I would have been out after 2020.
But you're
I
not.
told him that. I would be done after 2. I told him going into this last season, this is probably all you're getting of me. I'm probably done.
Mhm.
The first year I was at Coopersville, not real thrilled. I mean, it was okay. The kids were nice and all. I just didn't care.
Right.
This last year, something hooked me. I liked the kids. I had a lot of fun.
I noticed.
I never have to talk to parents. Like parents will come and talk to me and literally I will look at them and go, I don't know who you are and I'm not talking to you. And I'll turn around and walk away. Because Chris told me when he hired me, you don't ever have to say a word to a parent. Don't know them, don't care, not dealing.
Yeah, that's not the same for one guy.
No, if you're a head coach, you have to do those things. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to take a kid
Yeah.
and make them better.
Being
As an assistant
is
coach,
not.
I
yeah.
totally had to, because
Yeah.
that's my right.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like-
no, you're right though. I see it because seeing when my dad coached and Tom, you know, they had more one-on-one with us and
Yep.
you were more like dealing with other things.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything fell on me. And that was a very stressful position to be in, especially where I
Especially,
was.
yeah.
Because when I walked onto a field, everybody assumed I was an idiot. And that used to piss me off because I worked harder than everybody else.
And no one saw that.
And now where I'm at, they know I'm not stupid. I mean, the first time I talked to kids at Coopersville, they were like, wow, you're really good at this. Yeah, I know I
they
am.
look at you like you didn't know what you were talking about, like half these girls did when they came in.
Right.
I know.
And even the kids I have now, I mean, you know, I told them over and over again. So when I got out of the hospital the second time, I went to the Blue Chip to watch some of their games.
Right.
And our number one pitcher was there. And afterwards, her and her mom and dad came up to talk to me. And I know her dad a little bit because he helps run our middle school program.
Right.
So I actually know his name,
Mhm.
I think. Otis. His name's Otis. It took me a minute, see? And I told her mom specifically, I said, I hated Natalie. I absolutely hated her. I didn't want her on varsity. I told Chris to leave her down because I was sick of the attitude.
Yeah.
And her mom pulled her aside at the beginning of the year because she told her mom, I don't like him. He's an asshole. And she said, listen, he's the pitching coach. You're going to have to get along with him.
Mhm.
If you trust him, maybe he'll trust you. And by the end of the season, you know, her and I had a conversation, and while I was in the hospital, she learned how to throw a screwball. So I get out of the hospital and Chris goes, yeah, that's screwball. She picked it up quick. She's real good at it. And she had fought me all year on the drop, to the point where I almost called you to come help me teach her the drop because she just didn't want to do it.
Really.
And I talked to her and she goes, Coach, I need to throw more changeups.
Mhm.
And she's got a wicked change, but she can't throw a strike with the changeup for at least 3 innings.
Right.
And I don't have time to screw around here. We were going into the Calvin game and she told me, she's like, I got to throw them. If I throw them, they'll get over.
Yeah.
So I called way more changeups than I used to. I think I called 3 fastballs that game.
Mhm.
Everything else was a screwball or a changeup. And we beat Calvin 1-0.
For Calvin, yeah.
And I pulled Nat aside afterwards and I said, you know, you've done a great job of trusting me. I decided I trust you this time and you were phenomenal. You were just the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to do that. You have to take and trust the people around you.
Mhm.
So we're going to give you some tools. You're going to have to take whatever applies to your situation and go use those tools. Not everything we tell you will apply. Nick and I talk about money all the time. Certain ways he does things, certain ways I do things. They don't necessarily match,
Right.
but he makes money and I make money and we're thrilled to tell everybody else how we make money. Nick will not sit there and take 10 minutes and do a 50-cent survey. It's not worth his time. I'm doing that 50-cent survey because if I'm sitting there watching TV with my wife or downstairs working the business and I don't have anything going on right now, I got 10 minutes to make 50 cents.
And yeah, to me, it's, no, that is devotion time to my wife, right? I mean, granted, I'm gonna leave here tonight. We're gonna go watch Suits. I am all about this goddamn show.
You said that last week.
I do, I'm telling you, I am just all in, but
Suits.
yeah.
I'm still trying to get into Schitt's Creek. I finally hit
That is
season
so
two.
good. You gotta get into
Like
it.
everybody,
I finally hit
everybody here
season
just
two.
literally
I
just
know.
blew up.
Like,
Like,
you gotta get into it.
no, so right, like we can't tell you, I can't make you successful.
Right. That's all me.
No, it's not all you. It's people around you. It's like you said, hey, I get with the wrong crowd, right? Like you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with, right? So the other 5 people, if you think about back when you were in college, were they failing their classes? So like, I mean, like she shook her head.
Were they good
yes.
students?
Yeah. It's only really one person.
Thank you for looking at me.
Did she fail her classes?
I failed on one of them.
Right,
2
so
of
like,
them.
the idea is it's even at 2, like, so you're the average of the people, right? And
Right.
so you didn't hang out with anybody else, so like, okay, guess what? Your average really was just crap. I mean,
Yeah.
So
Failing is not necessarily a bad thing.
I
I
failed-
mean, being on
I've-
probation sucks.
do you know how
No,
many times I
yeah.
failed? No, not really. I'm just,
But again, I don't fail classes. I mean, my GPA is phenomenal,
sure.
but in high school it's horrible. I've told you that before. My high school GPA was 2.2
Yeah.
because I could sit there, do nothing and get a C.
That's a fact.
So I did.
I wish.
You know,
I had teachers
you know
go,
what D stands for?
what?
Degree.
Ah.
D's
Sure.
get degrees, baby, all day.
I had teachers get pissed at me because they're like, "You're so smart. All you have to do is apply yourself." I'm like, "I can sit here and do
Why?
nothing. I'm gonna get a C. I'm good."
Yeah.
I tried to barter myself out of my senior year. Caitlin, of course, struggled and had to work her ass off. She failed her math class her freshman year because she refused to drop it because that's quitting.
Mhm.
Even though I told her over and over again, you need to drop that class.
And then she finally did it, and you're like,
She didn't. She failed the fucker. She didn't drop it.
Took it back again.
No, she never had to take it again.
Imagine that.
Anyways,
Daddy's money pays for it.
she has did done. She has a 3.5 GPA.
Sure.
It'd be higher without that failure.
right.
But shit happens. You learn from it.
Yep.
If she was in a position where she was gonna fail the class, you know what she'd do now? She'd drop that son of a bitch because she doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah.
You learn from those mistakes. You get better from those mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, I look at you, we threw you out there to be a pitcher in a summer game as a joke.
With those legs, I don't know.
And you turned into a pretty good pitcher for us.
I was the number one.
She was.
I don't care if he says yes or no.
She,
say I was
she worked her ass off to be a good pitcher.
Good.
And mind you, this was the laziest kid the summer before. I didn't want her around half the time because all she did was irritate the hell out of me.
So, right, like, what do you? We could do so long of episodes.
We
What
could.
do you want in life?
A good life, good successful
What
life.
is good and successful mean to you?
Great question.
That's
I don't
something.
I don't have an answer.
So you have time because you're doing nothing. You need to sit down and figure that out.
That's what I said. These
Yeah.
4 months are gonna be.
Hopefully it doesn't
I
take you
expect
4
a
months.
million
No.
Facebook messages to Bucks and Brews about, hey, what do you think? Where should I be headed? What should I be doing? Why this? Like, hey, I'm pretty lost in going back to college. Should I do it? Yes, no, why? Maybe here it is.
Right.
Hey, this is where my end result wants to be. Hey, you know what? I'd rather be a stay-at-home mom, or hey, I would rather adopt a kid. Like, oh, hey, this. Like, dude, I am open to every question you could ever imagine. Hey, Nick, what is it like to just sit at home and drink? Dude, like, all right, it's great for like 2 weeks because you can play video games, but then you like look at yourself and go, yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. I need to go make a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
I put a lot of money on the table for those like 3 months. I was content, right? Like contentment.
Right.
is
Content
failure.
is horrible.
Yeah.
Never be content.
Never, right? Like, and it's not about the money aspect of things. It's like all right, I can do so much better for myself.
Well, even Caitlin trying to get the new job, she kept going, well, it's in my field, it's in my field. Bullshit. It's like saying coaching bowling's in my field. It's coaching, yeah,
No.
but that's not my field. I don't know shit about bowling. I know she's better than me. That's what I know. I know you're better than me.
Most people.
You are better than most people at bowling.
Very true.
Oh, you know what's funny, by the way, not to go off on a tangent again. So I sent that picture to Osborne.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who is that? The guy that does the podcast with you?" I said, "Yeah, that's my buddy Nick." He goes, "He was an umpire?" I said, "He's Archie's grandson." He goes, "You a better umpire than Archie?"
No.
I said, "Well, towards the end there, when Archie couldn't see, yeah."
Yeah. No, he did well, man. It's like, right, like I don't write all my goals, right? Like they say that successful people write down their goals.
I've heard that.
Yep. I can't tell you I do that, but like there's times where I'll go through a week period or a 2-week period, like on my, so it's here, okay, so like cocky, arrogant Nick, I actually, when I started this job, I wrote down goals and I put them on a piece of paper, and one of them was make X amount of dollars. One of them was own a 12 unit. One of them was buy 2 new holds. One of them was flip enough money to replace the income I lost in a year. I don't know if I had a 5th, but I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, so I looked at it and I said, okay, I achieved the amount of money I wanted, the 12 unit. It was beyond my control.
Right.
Like, that's completely okay. Like I now know my answer. I'm not mad about it. Number 3, buy 2 new holds. Fuck, I did that. Flips, annihilated that. And so like I looked at it and go, man, everybody tells me all the time, like I don't set enough, or I don't set big enough goals, right?
Mhm.
And I need to work on that a little bit. But like when I set a goal, it is beyond. If I were to sit here and go, hey, like if I really felt it, like, hey, Nick, lose 100 pounds, like within 2 years, I'd be like 8 months and I'd be just like down, right? Like it's what's important to me, right? Like,
Right.
and when I feel a goal and when I write it, like, and I will write it, and then I'll be like, all right, it's embedded in my head. But like, I don't know, to me, you need to, if you want to go back and work for your aunt, like figure that out and be like, all right, hey, I want to be full-time. Hey, I want to own it when she retires.
Mhm.
I want to get to know this thing. I want to be CEO, CFO, right? Financial officer. I want to do this. Like I like figure out what the hell you want to do, even if it's buy her out, figure out a way to make payments, do something. If you love that company, go do it, right?
Right.
Like so
I don't think there's anything more satisfying than having your own business.
yeah, there is
What?
selling that business.
You know what I'm saying, though.
Yes.
So I mean, Dawn loved being able to set her own hours. Now, I mean, she works like a mad person now because of this business.
Yep.
But it's hers. So everything falls on her and she loves that.
Yep.
I like what I do. I'm great at what I do. But if you would have asked me 20 years ago if I'd still be with this company, I wouldn't have thought so.
No.
And that's not to say,
Well, dude, look at it. Like in high school, right? Like if you would have asked me if I would own real estate, I would have told you you're dumb, right? If you would have said, hey, are you going to grow a multi-million-dollar business? I would have said, dude, I hope for like 10 grand, right?
Right.
Like I'm sitting here just going, yeah, this isn't, and now I'm looking at my life just going, holy shit balls. I think he's going to make it.
well, it was the same with me when I was, a little bit younger than you are now.
No,
People would say something about retirement. I'm like, yeah, I'll never have enough money to retire.
see,
I'll have enough money to retire whenever the hell I want.
I remember that little phase in my life. I was probably a little younger than me. So, because everybody used to say, oh, I'll never be able to retire. So like my mindset was always, I'll never be able to retire, right? No, there's never gonna be enough money to retire because everybody used to say it to me.
Yeah.
No, kid, like you won't be able to retire. Like you're gonna need so much money. No, you ain't gonna retire. And you know what? Like I got into Gentex and I enjoyed my job. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to, but like I knew that my goal was to retire, and then it became a goal, and it's like, how quick can I hit that goal, right?
Right.
Like, all right, if I'm making, when I started, it was like 20 something thousand a year, and when I ended, it was like 60, 80,000 something a year, right? Like, it was stupid, and so it's like, all right, how quick can I? All right, now 80 times 40 years, right? Like, how quick can I get that amount of money, right? Okay, boom, let's nail this, right? Like, I need 8 million bucks, like, boom, 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 boom. Like, how fast can I? All right, so yes, am I? No, okay, I don't need 8 million bucks. That was a complete lie. I'm spending 75% getting through life, really living off. Okay, so now take 25% times that, and all right, I only need 2 million bucks. Like, fuck, I'm done. See you. Have a good day. Right? Like, nailed it.
Well, and when I'm looking at retirement, I don't look at Social Security.
No, God,
Because
no.
I don't believe in Social Security.
Once everybody else.
If it's there, great. I'll make a couple $1,000s a month from that. That just supplements more, I can take a couple more trips
Yeah.
a year if I want to at that point. But I'm not booking on any of them. If it's there, great.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what Social Security is?
Yeah.
How?
No, I know what Social Security is.
How do you know what it is?
I hear my grandparents talk about it.
What do they say about it?
I just hear Social Security.
she knows,
You know
she's
the
heard the
word. You
word.
know the word.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's it.
Did they tell you? Emily?
You can get money from it, right?
You do.
Probably
Yes.
not much.
You
though.
pay into it and hope. The idea of Social Security, this is something FDR did. The idea of Social Security is you pay into it out of every check. And then when you retire, you get the money back.
Isn't that kind of like 401k in a way?
Kind of, except for it doesn't grow the interest. and,
Right.
Yeah. So you get your basics. So.
And of course, in the 80s with Reagan, what he started doing was,
Well, no, it's September 21st right now.
Yeah.
You have 4 months until you start school. October, November, December, and January.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you back on. You're gonna set okay. Here's what it is, right? So we're setting goals for you because you're not gonna set your own. So in the next month, I want you back on in a month, right? So put it in your calendar. Number one, I want to guarantee that you have a new bank account set up so that, or I want you to go in and figure out how to get rid of your fees. Okay, if you want to stay with them, just make sure you're not paying money that you're actually paying a month.
Right.
Whether it's changing from checking to savings, savings to checking, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. This is what I want from you. Number two, I want 3 goals written down that you can come to us on our podcast and tell us, hey, this is what I want. I want to go back to school in January. Like, I don't care what they are. Like, I'm not going to tell you the answers. I want you to come to me and say, hey, financially, this is where I want to be, and this is what I'm looking for the next X amount of period. I don't care if it's, hey, the whole rest of your life, or whether it's just in a 5-year stretch. I don't care if it's a 10-year stretch. I want some type of a goal from you that states, hey, I actually have focus, right? So even if it's not financially, if it's I'm going to school, I'm not going to school, financially, this is the amount of money I want to make. I want something, right? So
Right.
3 things from you. I want to have you back in a month. We'll try not to make it as long. I appreciate you coming here. I'm sorry you signed up for this. I
You're
literally told you it's not going to be fun, especially once I hear somebody say, oh, this, and I'm like, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Especially if you haven't listened to our podcast. I will rip anybody open. I don't care who you are. So really, like, do we have a deal that you'll come back in a month?
Yeah.
Okay, because we do that with some of our people,
Yeah.
and everybody that has joined us again has been successful in
They
their
have.
endeavors, because accountability
Mhm.
is a huge factor in life, right? So my wife doesn't hold me accountable, but I hold myself accountable to my wife. My daughter doesn't hold me accountable,
Right.
but I hold myself accountable to my daughter's
Mhm.
life, right? I'm holding you accountable for this bank thing. If you don't get this bank thing done, don't talk to me again.
Okay.
We're not going to be friends.
Okay.
Don't come back to my podcast. I will literally say, hey, tonight's episode has been canceled. These people have failed. They are losing money. And we don't do that here. So
No, what happens is we're just talking about other shit.
that's a factual statement. So really, like, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I thank you for joining us. Thanks for sitting here and helping like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. you know, we try to give knowledge, real life things. We also try to give knowledge to the generic people on what we define as success.
Yeah, as always, if you got ideas and you need to hear about something, let us know, because we're always looking for great ideas. Tonight, we were gonna talk real estate, but this set it up a little better, I think.
I think so. I'm fired up tonight.
I am too. I'm
Just fucking angry.
So again, thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you guys again next week.